Howdy, mic testing, mic testing. Okay, perfect. Let me go to my main camera. Alright, but we're live, and as you guys can tell by title and thumbnail, today I'm going to be working on making my game in Unreal Engine. It's part 15 and day 217. Am I right with the day again? Because I keep forgetting my day, to be honest. Okay, it is day 217. There we go. Finally, I'm keeping a track of my days. With that said, I've got about, let's say, there are 250 days right into it. Oh god, it's almost over. So there are 250 days. I'm almost close to day 20. There's 30 more days, to be specific. After today, there's going to be 32 more days left for my series to get over. Therefore, this series, I'm going to be working on making my map. Because, yeah, I do need an arena. Without the arena, my entire program is basically jeopardized here because I don't really want to use any of the assets given to me by Unreal Engine. So let's move on to my gameplay screen. And guys, I gotta work on making the VFX and all that stuff as well. So without any kind of delay and all that, since I do got a quiz tomorrow as well, I'm gonna be cutting off most of the fat up here and just getting to the point. Let's go up and say something like, say, I am planning to make a PvE game. Okay, there I have a player and NPCs spawning. There are there's going to be, let's go with something like, there is going to be a few spawn points which I want to spread across a map, but not too far that my player can't track my NPC. And now I'm gonna ask for, can I get a Mapsys reference image that I can use in order, let's go with something like, in order to model it on Blender. I need a front, side, and top preview. Okay, so I need a front, side, and top preview here. Is there anything else that I want to say? Can you be really precise and have it look good? While okay, here's the thing. I forgot what I was gonna say. There was something very important. While keeping it royalty free / copyright free. Okay, and then let's send it. That's a good thing that I liked about AI when they really generate an image and everything. It is kind of copyright free, so we don't gotta draw our own images because that would take some time. I meant like, can you generate a literal picture that is in PC Combat Zone? Oh no! I meant literally generated. Okay, so alright, thinking directly. That is a side preview. Okay, so, and I'll build you a proper dev-ready reference sheet, not just a sketch. One smooth. Oh, okay. So this is the way. So, royalty free. See if you can use this. These are useful because they're already in game output oriented paths. Most of them not precise blueprints. They're arts. Clean PVE build maps. So we have trees, rocks, covers. Okay, fine. Path 1, Path 2, this is Combat Zone 1, Combat Zone 2, Central Area, Big Boss, Open 1, Cover / Obstacle Break. Excuse me guys, designing rules, spawning takes 20 to 40 seconds to travel apart, front preview. I want it to look like a grass. Want something even better? I wanted you to literally generate the image so I could import it on Blender to use as a reference. Although I don't want specific, let's say maps, SPECIFIC, specific spawn points designated on my map, because the spawn points are random. I want a map where my player can run from the NPC if my health is low, and then run back to them when I want to fight. Maybe like a wet road to make it look a bit more realistic. Okay, maybe a vet roadway. I think this sounds a bit better. Okay, you're simply not doing the hand enough. You're simply not doing the point hand enough. Guys, that actually does make sense. Back in my old stream, my finger used to always be pointing up. I just realized, like the nerd emoji, picture me with glasses and like long front teeth while having my hand out. That's exactly what I'm talking about. And that said, so now it's sketching it out. While it's sketching, I'm going to go with A, X, and delete everything in Blender. And yeah, I didn't really get my graphics card yet, but I will most likely get it before the series ends and all that stuff. So the Blender might be a little laggy this time, but then it's gonna get much better. Okay, that's finishing up already. Please tell me I have the front preview and side preview as well. Adding final touches. I wish we could see what ChatGPT is generating. I could have gone to. I had all three chats up. I could have used Claude. I could have used Gemini, but I chose ChatGPT because I it clearly was a mistake. Oh wow. Can it be let's say okay, can it be animated? I am not too good with realistic images. Okay, and yeah, I didn't want it to be animated. Short answer yes, but not directly like that. Image Blender can't really use animated reference image the way you're thinking. You can animate it, but no. I wanted the image that you generated look a bit more cartoonic. There we go. Okay, let's see. Just let me stylize option forest, desert, or we can take it. Okay, in the meanwhile, here's the thing. I want to go with a map, but if Claude or I guess ChatGPT couldn't generate it, I might go with my male mannequin because I did make a female mannequin before, which was relatively easier when compared to the male mannequin. I could open my desktop and then I could go to, let's say, something like my Blender items, Blender reference images. I do have my male reference image here. This is a more muscular reference image up here. This might be fun to make. In the other hand, in case I wasn't really good, I have a more basic one as well, which is here. Actually, I might make this rather than the muscular one. So this is less detailed male anime reference body. Okay, you gotta keep that in mind. Hilarious that you were doing the hand while reading about not doing it enough. Keep up the good work though. Always fun stopping by. Honestly, it does sound pretty cool. That's let's see the reference image here. Oh, one last tweak. And as I suspected, my webcam again needs to be adjusted. Gotta go to configure video and decrease my gain. There, that's I think much better. Let's apply. Okay. Alright, this is the kind of map that I'm looking. This kind of reminds me of the Brawl Stars map. Or was it like Clash Royales or something like that? I'm pretty sure it's something like that. Hey, at least it's animated. Wait, there are three separate images. That's one, that is two, and that is three. What is the difference between number two and number three? Hey, at least it's good. Alright, this is exactly the map that I was going for. This is going to be fun. Okay, one last question. Let me say one last question. Is it royalty free slash copyright free? I mean, I'm pretty sure it is, but I like to confirm it. Anything AI generated does not have copyright. Yes, you're completely safe to use the image I generated. For you is royalty free, copyright free, safe for commercial projects, your game even if you sell it, blah blah blah. All the basic stuff. I just do it because later on it sometimes feels kind of bad if you work on a project and you realize that this thing actually had a copyright in it. But if AI generates something, it is pretty much copyright free. That said, I'm gonna go ahead and download my image, which apparently I can't. So I'm gonna go with Windows Shift S. Let's take a picture. Looks like balloons if it was made in Unreal Engine 5. Actually, I am going to be using this in Unreal Engine 5 to be honest. That's it. Let me just take a quick little picture. And yeah, I thought that I'd make water, I'd model some water in Blender as well, but I realized that Unreal Engine 5 does have a inbuilt stuff that can actually create water. In the other hand, back then when I first tried to make a map off stream, I tried to create water using the ocean modifier. That was awful. That said, I'm gonna go ahead and name it something like map reference, REFERENCE. And then I'm gonna go ahead and open this. Let's go into my desktop. Let's go to my Blender items, Blender reference images. I'm gonna kind of zoom in, drag that chair. Perfect. Okay, now let's load inside Unreal Engine. 11 minutes in. Time is at the utmost essence here, guys. Let's go with Shift A. Shift A. Images are reference image or a background image. I might go with a reference image. Okay, the reason I say time is at the utmost essence here is because I got a quiz tomorrow, so I gotta complete as much as I can today and then study for my quiz tomorrow as well. Okay, let's go here. Blender items, Blender reference images. Do you guys see map? Map. I see E.G. Huang, I see female reference, I see Lisa, I see grass, I see shield, I see great, I see female. I see side anime body, that. Oh wait, it's the very top. Okay, perfect. So this is my front preview for my map. Wow, which is actually pretty detailed. I didn't have a chance to look at it properly. Okay, so we got a nice little boat. And I realized one thing. I may use the x-axis for this. Okay, x-axis is gonna be for my bottom one then. I'm gonna go with something like a GZ. I'm gonna get the bottom part a tad bit higher, just right, so it can touch my mouse cursor. This is gonna be the width of the side preview of my map. Which again, I did not have enough time to really admire this. There's a house there, which I can add later. I just want to make the platform first. Wow, they gave me the colors and the lamps as well. If I want to make a lamp, I can just model that. If I want to make a bridge, I can model that. I can model that for water. Those are trees, rocks, grass, dirt, road. Well, that's nice. I guess next time I'm going to go with Control or Shift D to kind of copy that. Let's go with Shift D, click. Now I'm going to go with R, Z, X, Y, RY 90. Because I want to have access to it in the x-axis. Negative x-axis. I gotta like kind of bend my head up here for the x-axis, to be honest. And then if I were to go to x, this is the bottom path. Z is up here, so I might go with R, Z, X, Z, 90. There we go. That is my z-axis. That is my x-axis. Is it just weird? Does it sort of flip? That is the front path. Wait, can I see it in the negative x? Yeah, because it's not a reference. Yeah, well. But in the z-axis, I have it that way. Alright guys, I'm just trying to get the proportions in check real quick. So z-axis, I want to work in the top part. X-axis, I want to work in the bottom part. Is that worth it? Honestly, is that the bridge? Oh, wait, I see. Okay, what up? I'm just trying to study the map first. This bridge here is most likely going to be that bridge right here. Like this bridge is going to be the same as that bridge. So if I were to model this section first, we have a road. We have trees, for all I know. We got a bridge. Okay, and we got all of that stuff too. Alright, this shouldn't be that difficult, right? I need to make sure that it's pretty big as well. Therefore, if I want it to be big, I want to make a big map, because in Unreal Engine, 1 centimeter in Blender is 1 meter in Unreal Engine, so I gotta keep that measurement in mind as well. For the time being, I'm just gonna delete them all. I wanna just use the x-axis. Shift A, image. Let's go the background image, to be honest. I'm gonna go with the map there. GZ, get myself higher, maybe here. That should be good. S. Oh wait, S to increase the size. I want it to be kind of big. And then GZ. Speaking of big, it wouldn't really make as much sense to make it that big, but it's fine. Okay, I still don't know. I think I'm gonna mess this up. There. You know what? If I mess it up, I can fix it later on. Okay, no better time than the present, I guess. Let's think. So now roads. I can always use the cuts to kind of sort of cut my road up and make some ouch and add apply some kind of texture to it. How do you make the world? Let's think about it. I need some water, okay, and then I need some land on top of the water. So I'm gonna leave some gap for the water, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just extrude everything up, which is gonna in turn be the same as something that is not water. I don't know what am I talking about. Okay, so a bit lower land here, higher land, even higher land. The even higher land, I'm gonna use the sculpt mode to just get it a bit lower for the bridge. Here's the thing. Should I have individual bridges? Do you guys think it's gonna be smart to have individual bridge, like individual houses, individual trees, individual rocks, an individual bridge? Having an individual bridge gets one question. It sort of looks like my road is connected to my bridge. So I'm gonna go ahead and create all of that from here. This is gonna be a mesh of its own. That is going to be my road mesh. If I were not to have the road mesh here, I'm going to have an empty plane. Okay, I got it. I was just kind of getting my options up here straight. Okay, y-axis, x-axis. Do I need any other part of this? I just want to stop. Hold up, guys. I'm thinking this really, really hard right now. Alright, why not? Let's go with Shift D. I'm gonna go with RZ90. In the y-axis, I see this, I'm gonna go with GX, GY, and GZ, I mean. That's gonna stop right here. There we go. This is gonna be my bridges plane with the GY, or I might want to go a little lower, right? GZ, just a tad bit lower, right there. You know what, I want to stop and map roads. That's good. Okay. X-axis, y-axis, x-axis, y-axis. Okay, well, so I'm going to go ahead and name this something like front map. Let's go with something like front, front underscore map. This is going to be side underscore map. All right, and I'm gonna add a new collection. Let's go with something like a new collection. Wait, I didn't want to add a collect. Excuse me, guys. I didn't want to add a collection in a collection, so I'm gonna delete this collection. I'm gonna right-click new collection. This is gonna be meshes. Oh God, 90 minutes in the stream, and this is what I've done. Yo, bro, which country, bro? Honestly, I do learn bro, but I can't give my actual country name type stuff. Now I'm gonna go ahead and let's see add object. I'm gonna add a plane. Oh geez, I just realized that this is gonna be big. I gotta extend everything. Fine, I'll do it. Let's go with S. Make sure everything is aligned. Then I'm gonna go with R, Y, 90. Oh god, I extended that way too much, didn't I? S. Okay, then I'm gonna go with GZ. I'm just gonna kind of sort of align this because I want my map to look like this. I'm gonna go with S, Y, increase it from the sides, S, Y. Let's increase up from the sides. I just need to get one side good. Okay, let's go with S, Y, and there. I'm gonna go with S, Z. There. Okay, this is what covers the base. This is the base. Yeah, I opened wireframe mode first so you guys won't be able to see what I'm doing. There, okay. This is the base now. In my base, I'm gonna go ahead and name this map underscore base. I'm gonna go with control, I'm gonna hit tab, go to edit mode, control R, and add a loop cut here. And then I'm gonna select this entire right side and I'm gonna delete the vertices. Next up, I'm gonna... I'm used to deleting this side. Let's delete vertices. Then I'm gonna go to modifiers. I'm gonna add a modifier. Yeah, you guys can see I use the ocean modifier up there. It's gonna be the mirror modifier in the y-axis. I wanna enable that. I wanna enable clipping. And that's about it. Now, whatever I do in one side is gonna happen in the other side. Alright, I guess we got our base. There's nothing much to do in our base, right? I'm gonna go ahead and close the X-ray mode. I guess we're building our map this way. Oh no. X-axis, that's fine. I'll think this is the actual base. We can always flip it. Our base is gonna sort of have this green color to it, like this color. The grass is, I don't know if I really want to make grass, so I'm gonna have it this color. Okay, what is this color called? Let's go with Windows Shift S, take a tiny picture. What is the RGB for this color? Okay, let's paste it. Wait, I don't want to use this chat. Let me just delete that. I'm gonna create a new Gemini chat. Let me say, what is the hex code of this color? Question mark. Okay, let's see the hex code of this color, of that color. Analyzing it. The primary color is warm light brown, so that is the hex code. I just asked the hex. Similar standards, okay, approximately, hashtag ABC, there. I'm gonna select it. And I know it's not recommended to just color at the very beginning and all that. I want it to look a little better. So I'm gonna go to, let's say, shading. I'm gonna create a new shade here, which is gonna be called, I'm gonna go with color name. What's the color name? Light brown, depending. Okay, so let's go with something like light underscore brown for floor or map base. Map underscore base. Okay, I might just go with map base underscore light brown. Okay, and then now I'm just gonna go ahead and add my hex color, which is gonna be this. Didn't I copy my color? Seriously? Control C to copy. Control V to paste. There we go. And that sort of looks like the correct color here. So I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my layout. There we got our good little base. I'm gonna go to X-axis. There we go. This is our good little color base. Now on top of this base, I'm gonna go ahead and work on the second part, which is gonna be, I gotta get this, can I see through? There. Okay, I can go ahead and just hide that as well. Now, the next thing is grass, but I'm gonna leave my map base as it is, and I'm gonna create my road next. So I'm gonna go back to object mode. Let's go ahead and add another mesh called a plane, right? I could create a plane. Sure. I'm gonna create a plane. I'm gonna go with tab. I'm gonna go with M, at center. I've got one mesh that can move anywhere I want. I'm gonna get it there. This is gonna have a slight bit of curve, so we gotta go ahead and mesh that up. We mesh it, all the basic stuff. That could be later added. Okay, that can be later added, right? So I'm gonna go with G. And then let's start to trace. I'm gonna go with E. I'm gonna go with E again. I'm gonna go with E. I'm gonna hit Control S. God damn, I forgot to hit Control S. Next thing I know, my project isn't saved. Let's go with something like CALAMITY calamity2 underscore map. And then I'm gonna go ahead and save it. Okay, I feel much more reassured that it's saved. Then I'm gonna hit E. Here's a thing. Wasn't I gonna go ahead and mirror this up? Amazing, bro. Have been following good progress. Which machine are you using? Honestly, do you mean the game engine that I'm using? Because I'm gonna be working on adding this mesh in Unreal Engine, specifically Unreal Engine 5. That's let's keep extending that. And again, in case you guys want to see my entire window, make sure to move on to my horizontal stream. That's where I do should I say multi-stream? I mean not multi-stream, I display my window in landscape mode. There we go. Okay, let's go with something like G. And in case the map feels a little small right now, that is because it's in Blender. I'm going to increase the size in Unreal Engine, so that's something to be worried about. Then I'm going to go with E. The worst thing is I got 32 more days left. I need to try to get everything done by the end of the deadline here. Okay, I think we're working on a time crunch, guys. Okay, and when this ends right here, there we go. This thing ends here. Although this is where my river actually starts. That's the reason the road ends here. My bridge is gonna connect the river to the second island. Oh, that's a pretty good idea. I might have two NPC spawns, one in island one and the second in island two. Oh, that's actually a smart idea. Okay, let's just keep extruding this. I could use the mirror modifier potentially, but why don't I use it actually? Don't really know. Maybe because this road is not going to be as similar, and I don't want it to be like really precise. I want it to be a little misshapen, if that makes any sense, because I think misshapen roads gives the game a bit more flavor to it. Okay, let's just go ahead and extrude all of this. And now guys, in case I just start yapping anything, that is because I usually start talking a lot when I'm focusing, because I still want to keep my... Oh, I mean computer specs. I actually forgot. Hold up. I'm using MSI's motherboard, Intel i5 with 24 GB RAM and I think 400 and something storage. Just like that. Okay. I mean, I'd better recall my specs if I wasn't focused much here. Okay, and actually, I should have a freaking exclamation specs as option on my YouTube. Like, whenever you guys have exclamation specs, you guys can actually see my specs. Oh, wow. I'd say ChatGPT puts so much detailing into this stuff because the roads do look wet, and wet roads gives more of a, should I say horror scenario type stuff? Oh, this is going to be pretty fun to play. I'm going to get this here. Okay, well, I think I gotta actually lock in that case. If it's actually gonna be fun, I might really, I wonder, will I just be able to wing my tomorrow's quiz if I spend more time working on my map today? Because I wanna, hopefully, I'm rooting to be done with my map either in this stream or next stream. Preferably this stream because I need to also work on my voice effects, sound effects, and all that. And yeah, I am the voice artist here, so I gotta have a separate stream for that stuff. Besides all that, I think that there was something else that I wanted to say. I forgot. I also need to add the VFX. There we go. Like I gotta draw the UIs like literally because right now when I lose in my game, it's just the regular buttons that display because I was kind of gray boxing right now to just see if my program works. Once my program was done, once I got the logic in check, is when I was actually planning to replace the meshes because I don't really want to have anything that was provided by Unreal Engine. That said, guys, it's getting so hard to focus while I actually commentate. There we go. And you guys might be thinking, why do I have separate meshes, right? Well, because an Unreal Engine is more recommended to have a map with separate meshes because when you look at an object in Unreal Engine, the engine shows the entire object, which basically means if you look at an entire map in Unreal Engine and the map is one mesh, the entire map is going to be loading every single wave. When it, I mean, as opposed to if you just look at one specific chair and that chair is the only thing that Unreal Engine loads, it puts less pressure in your GPU or like CPU. Depends on what you guys use. Well, there we go. Okay, so apparently I'm done with the whole wrap around all this. Now the question is, I could potentially go from there, or I could go ahead and should have gone from there. I could create another mesh which is going to be circled up here, or should I say cooped up in center right here, or I could go there, make an entire map that goes like this. But if I extrude that, this part is going to be extruded too. This is supposed to be rested on my screen. So I might add a circle here, a circle here, and a circle here. Everything in center is supposed to be covered with texture, which is going to be that texture. All right, all right, all right. Smart plan. It's a smart plan. This part's supposed to be a little bulged up, which is going to be connected to my other map with an ocean in the center. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect this. I was thinking to make a separate map for this, like a separate bridge, but I think one bridge is gonna do the trick. I'm gonna go with G, and then let's go with E. There we go. Guys, this is the part that I love about software development. This and only this part. I mean, there are different aspects to it. By software development, I mean game development. This is the only part I love to make. I love to model here. Like, I think modeling is one of my biggest hobbies. Too bad modeling is not really popular when it comes to the careers out there. I would have been a modeler. But the second thing that I might actually enjoy could be there we go. Could be air engineering. Okay, let's go with Shift D. I'm gonna get that here. Okay, well, I guess let's go with something like E to extrude, then E to extrude, E to extrude. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I don't have it as a separate mesh here because this is supposed to be one mesh. My entire road is supposed to be one mesh for the record. Is that a smart choice? Oh god, is it a smart choice? I think it is a smart choice, to be honest. Entire road equals to one mesh. Not bad. And then let's get that there, get that there, get that there, get that there. Okay, I think it's almost done. I just gotta outline this part, and then I'm gonna fill everything that gets in the center. And then let's extrude that. Okay, I can't wait to see the way this is gonna end. Because if I actually manage to get my roads wet, then that's gonna give it such a nice look. And when NPCs are actually following you in this wet road, hopefully with weapons, I don't know if I really wanna have that logic right now because I gotta model weapons. It really depends on the time that I've got left. If I've got some time left, then I'm definitely gonna do that. Else I might not. Okay, let's go with something like Shift D. Gonna get that here, and then I'm gonna go with E. Okay, these are the basic outlines of the islands in my road, or should I say different cities. I just realized this is a model, this is a reference of a massive map. When I say massive, I mean like literally very, very massive. Oh, I bet that I'm gonna have a lot of houses in here. This is like a whole country, or not a country, I'm gonna say a whole states' map. Damn. Okay, and guys, I think I'm gone into auto yapping right now. I'm basically just going to be saying anything that I could probably think of, just because I'm focusing. Shift DG, I'm going to move this around. Then let's go with E. And let me know if my mic stopped working because there are times when my mic, let me actually check, can be risking. There we go, okay, it works. For a second, I start panicking. Speaking of which, I'm going to move on to my properties, configure video, and increase my gain a little. There we go. My camera was getting way too dark. Only thing is, the stream lags so much when I'm really doing this that kind of ruins or dampens the experience that you guys get seeing me really modeling this. Well, I might really look at myself in the future. I hope that, I mean, yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's just go ahead and extrude, extrude, extrude. Okay. There we go, that should pretty much be it. I wonder if I can manage to pull off a 6 hour stream today and then be prepared for my quiz tomorrow. Would that work? Finally! Oh my gosh, I can stop yapping. Now, if I were to go ahead and hit A and F, uh-oh. I know it fails. I don't want it to fill there. Oh god, I gotta control C. There. Okay, that is sort of a road right here, right? I'm gonna go to this select. I'm gonna go to Alt, select that, Alt, select that, Alt, Shift, select that, F. Fills everything. Okay, you know what? Let's go to edit mode. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna select that. Another tedious thing to do here, F. And then I'm gonna move on to the next. Wow. Let's go with A. Nope. Fine. I guess this is how we're gonna do it. I'm gonna select that. F. F. ENTF. Yeah, don't expect me to do this for the entire map because there is no shot in hell I'm doing this. F. How do I fill it up without filling the center parts? Interesting. Okay, let's go here. I'm gonna select 1, 2, 3, 4. F. F. Oh, you're kidding me. That's the only F that I can do here. Fine, I'm gonna go here. And I'm gonna close that. I'm gonna hide my map base. Then I'm gonna go with A, F. Okay, yeah, can I just fill my center part? Unless I can go here and make it like that. Right click and delete. Right click and delete didn't work. What did I just delete? Hello? Thinking about deleting. What did I just delete? What did I just delete? G. Guys, I'm so confused. What in the actual world did I just pull off here? 1, okay, and then I'm gonna go with G. Oh, it might be a few vertices that are stuck to that other vertices. I guess I'm not gonna fill any of this. I'm gonna go tab. Then 1. Okay, well I guess you guys got it. I'll just have to do it this way. I'll just have to. Yeah, remember when I was like, one thing that I actually liked about game development is this? I take it back. This is something that I hate about game development. Doing this one step at a time. I'm pretty sure there might be easier ways to do this or pull this off. Just too stupid to think of any. Okay. Alright, I guess while we're doing this, you guys could like work on something of you guys' own, or we could discuss about which animes you guys like. Alright guys, just ignore what I'm saying right now. Okay, let's go with something like F. And then I'm gonna select and then go with F. I'm gonna select, go with F. It does not need to be as good. It just needs to sort of connect with each other. Because once it sort of connects with each other, it should kind of do the trick, right? I'm gonna go with F, F, F. And then let's select these, go with something like F. I'm gonna go ahead and select those two. I'm gonna go with F. And then I'm gonna select that, F. I remember there was a part that we could have just done it without all these extra connections here. Later on, I am gonna remesh it, so that's gonna make it look much better. That's the reason I didn't want to add manual vertices right now. If I were to think so myself, I need to think. Why did it? Oh, maybe because maybe everything was what? Oh yeah, okay. I get why this wasn't working. Because I hit Shift D, so everything is basically one mesh right now. I could have had them be separate meshes if I just wasn't lazy and I went and created a different um object or a different individual vertices itself. They wouldn't have stuck then. I get. It's okay. I think I'm pretty much done. Yeah, this wasn't nearly as hard or time consuming. It was just tedious is all. I still gotta be on my guard when doing this. Let's go with F, and then let's go with F, and then I'm gonna go here. Let's go with F, and then I'm gonna go here. Let's go with F, and then I'm gonna go here. F, there, and let's click F. Let's click F, and then we go there. Click F, and then let's just click F here. Then I'm gonna click F there. I'm gonna go there. F. And then let's click that, go with F, and then go ahead and click another F, and go with F. Okay. Is it just me or is this part tedious for like everyone to do? I am doing it pretty fast to be honest. Compared to back when I used to model weapons and all that stuff, I used to not stream back then, but then I used to like modeling weapons. This is what I used to basically do the entire time. I'm gonna go with F. And let's go with F. I'm gonna go with F. And then let's go with F. And then let's go here with F as well. I'm gonna go ahead and connect. Let's say these edges. F. F. The final part is here. I'm gonna connect those. F. And then I'm gonna go ahead and connect that. F. Here. F. That. F. Oh, guys, I know this is so tedious. There we go, finally. Oh god, I forgot this side. Okay, there we go. Let's just click F. Honestly, it didn't take nearly as long as I thought it'd take. Oh wait, shoot, I hit G. Oh no. Control Z and then F. Go here, let's click F. Whoa. I think the satisfaction of thinking that I was done made me drop my guard. I got off the zone. Let's click F. I'm gonna go there, and then I'm. Oh my gosh! I keep clicking G. G is so close to F, and my keyboard is puny. Let's go with F, and then let's go with F, and then let's go with F. I'm gonna go and select that. Let's go with F. Let's select those F. Select that and F. Well, I think now that's pretty much good. And now that I'm done with this, let's start filling this up. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna select all of those, and then I'm gonna click F. Wow, I guess this entire stream is me just spam clicking Fs. F. Well, let's go back to the x-axis. I'm gonna go here. Let's select that, and then I'm gonna click F. You know, I think let's select a bunch. Why don't I just do that? Wouldn't that be much faster? F, and then I'm gonna select everything here. Let's go there. I might just go with everything here, might as well, because I'm already up here. I'm gonna go with everything up here as well. And then I'm gonna go with everything up here, and then everything up here, everything up here, up here. Is it wise to go with every little... I'm literally going with every single thing here. I'm just gonna fill everything at once, like just get it over with. Hey, might as well get the whole thing done with, right? Oh, I forgot to actually put F's here. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna make a big of difference, right? F. Oof, okay, I think everything done in one go. Our perfect road, never mind. Clicking F. I don't know. Clicking F sorta covers that up, so I'm gonna avoid that real quick. I'm gonna deselect it everything from here. Let's just deselect it all. Oh no, this is gonna be so tedious. Fine, I'll just do it manually. Guys, trust me, this is equally as frustrating to me right now. Gotta do every last individual detailing. Gonna go with F. Deep breaths. There. think I can get this part done, right? I got greedy last time I paid the price. Might just do that again. And let's go there. I'm gonna select that. I'm gonna click F. Then let's select that. Yeah, I'm not gonna go with the entire map at once. I did that mistake. Been there, done that. Not gonna do that again. Just deselect all of that. Need this though, I need that. I don't need that, I need that, I don't need that. I'm gonna go with F. Oof, okay, finally. I'm gonna select this now. This isn't quite hard now that I've gotten the main part done. I'm just gonna go there. Then I'm gonna go there. No. Select this diamond part, and then I'm gonna go here. Maybe not. Maybe I'm just gonna manually select them because this is just 4 sides. Maybe 5. There. Then I'm gonna select all of this. And this is something that I'm not worried much about because I can just get it done with easily. If I was lucky, that is. Did I really click D? Okay, nice. For the next part, I'm gonna go up there and then I have this selected. I'm gonna select that, and then I'm gonna click F. And then let's work on the last part. So that is the last part. Starts there, ends there, attach, F. And then finally this. Okay, moment of truth section. Okay, well, I think that's pretty much good. I think that's pretty much it for the road, right? Also looks good here. Alright, now that I'm done with the road, I'm gonna go ahead and rename this real quick. I'm gonna go with something like a map underscore road. Maybe all uppercase. Map underscore ROAD. Whew, okay, that was something. Alright, we're done with the road. We're done with the base. I'm gonna go ahead and color the road now. You guys may be thinking, how am I gonna color the road? By going to shading, and then I'm gonna go ahead and create a new. Let's go with something like image texture. Please tell me there's option. Okay, there we go. I knew there's an image textures option here. Only thing is, how do I get the image texture up here? I could go with something like my screenshot up here or my Blender items. Let's go to my Blender items. Blender items. I'm gonna go with my Blender reference images. I'm gonna go with my map reference image. All right, now let me just lay the texture on here. Let me help with kind of adjusting it. All right, this looks anything but my image texture right now. How do I image texture? Image texture most likely is with palettes, right? Okay, how to image texture. I want certain places to have certain image. I want to paint. Oh, maybe I need to get it here. Let's go to something like Blender items and then reference images. I want to go with map reference. There we go. Well, I'm trying to get my image texturing up here. Anytime today. Sample size. I don't know. I want to get my image texture up here. It's apparently not getting the image texture. What if I exit that? I want to go ahead and just delete this. Oh, that looks absolutely black up here now. I want this image texture to be textured up there. Therefore, I'm gonna go ahead and click my road. Here's the thing, how do you image texture? Let me see. Hold on guys, watching a quick little YouTube video. How to image texture in Blender, question mark. By a video, I meant a quick little short. Let me make sure you guys can't listen to anything. Okay, Wow, no one has shorts on it? Okay, they do, finally. Image texture like pro. Want to scale an object, pro tip, blah blah blah. Okay, first go into edit mode, object mode, tools. Oh god, that wasn't even an image texture tutorial. Image texture, image texture, image texture. UV mapping, there we go. So this is going to be UV mapping. How do I delete this then? Is there a way that I can delete it? There. Nice. Hold on, guys. Let me hit C. Okay, tutorial blender. We're gonna make a cup. UV unwrapping. Let's go. Let's add a UV unwrapping. There we go. This was it. I was kind of confused. Image. I'm gonna open an image. Let's go to Blender items. Blender items. There we go. Okay, I'm kind of grateful the video is kind of detailed, but let's be honest, I didn't really want it to be as detailed here. Let's go with you, smart UV unwrap, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and unwrap it. Bam. And now I'm gonna just kind of align it. Yo, wait, I actually might not need the video as well. Just exit off of the video, and then come back here. And now I'm gonna click, let's say Alt, select this. Nope, 3, Alt, select that. Alright, 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 alright. I'm trying to do something here. I want it to cooperate with me. And then let's go with G. Hey, isn't this supposed to be somewhere like this? Hold up, guys. I'm kind of using 300% of my IQ right now. Wait, isn't this not supposed to be here? Which part is this even supposed to be for? That is supposed to be there with that curve. So if I'm correct, it's supposed to be something like this. All I gotta do is scale it lower, right? It should work this way. Uh, this part is the head. Control C. Alright, is it just me or okay, what is this? Am I being played or something here? Let's go with G. This is supposed to be here. Maybe they're not textured enough. Okay, let's just start off with justice. I'll see what happens. I'm just gonna go with the flow. Okay, I'm just gonna select this here and then I'm gonna select that part. I'm gonna go with something like G. Nope, 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 nope. This is not doing the trick. I want it to be the exact same size. Why is this a little broken? I want it to retain my original size from my actual image here. How do I do that? You know what? I feel kind of bad. I should have watched that entire video. I'm just going to check it out. Thing is, when I smart UV unwrap, wait, let me go with a bunch of control Z's. Before I smart UV unwrap this, I want to go with U. And then smart UV project, angle base, unwrap the mesh for the object we edited. Wow, okay, you know what? I think this was supposed to be it. Let's go with R, like this. Wow. Alright, this is where my distance starts, and then I'm gonna go with R, Z, X, R, Z, Y, X. Wow, that can't flip it. I'm gonna go with U again. Unwrap conform will the mesh object will be edited. Nope, that's wrong. I'm gonna hit U and then minimum stretch. Wait, was that, did it say minimum stretch? Smart UV unwrap, project unwrap the face selected from mesh object. Okay, this has the minimum amount of stretch, so I'm gonna go with R. Okay, what am I gonna do with the minimum number of stretch here if this doesn't even fit my object? It's supposed to be S, stretch, and then R, rotate. How? Is this just me? Wait a minute. It's supposed to be flipped, then rotated. Guys, I'm trying really hard to figure this part out. Let's go with my watch history. I'm gonna go ahead and play that. Tutorial real quick. Because I know smart UV unwrapping is the smart choice here. Okay, I think we got an image texture, material preview, and then see that. Nope, that's not good. Wait, do you want to get the material preview first? Okay, and then you go there, there's no color, smart UV project. Oh, I see, okay. Okay, so that's basically Smart TV Project and maybe that. Alright, it's exactly what I was doing, but just much better than what I was doing. Uh, that's fine. I think instead of struggling, I'll just do some manual work here. Let's go with A, U, unwrap maybe. Or wait, instead of doing any manual work, what if I actually thought to only do this side first, right? Let's go with U. Then I'm gonna go with Smart UV Project. I'm gonna go with, okay, angle limit. Scale to bounds, what does that do? Does that do the trick? Oh, I wanna flip it. How do you freaking flip this thing? U. Smart UV Project. Correct aspect. Scaled, add, fraction, axis, align horizontal. Did this, is this horizontal? I think it did the trick. Let's go with R. Let's go with S. And then I'm gonna go with G. Alright, I'm not gonna complain. It started did the trick. Think beggars can be choosers up here, right? This is not even about the choosing at this point. It's just straight up awful. Hey, I'm getting my road done. That's pretty much everything about it. With R. Nope, let's go with G. U. Light map pack. Each face. No, I wanted to have keep its actual link here. Smart view project, and then I didn't test this. Axis align. Hold up. Could this be it? Could it be that my axis has been aligned? Wow. Gee. Oh, it actually has. Nice. Even though it has, it's not straight. You know what it might be actually? Why isn't it not straight? Are you building Summer Saga? Honestly, I'm building Calamity too. Okay, let's go up there. Let's hit G. You guys might have not never heard of it. It because it's probably like a random game. All the games that I do create is like basically in a Calamity series. Okay. One mesh at a time. I got it. I'd be done with halfway if I did that. One mesh at a time. Let's go with something like U, Smart UV Unwrap. I'm gonna go with S. I'm gonna just shrink this up. I'm gonna go with G. I'm gonna hit S. And now, which part goes where? So that is the curve. The longest curve stays there. R. And then G. Okay, this is where the longest curve stays, right? And then I'm gonna go with 1. Where is he select? Wait, could I have not vertices selected the whole freaking thing and be done with it by now? Oh wow, I'm stupid. It's alright. Think we all make mistakes. Let's go with tab. I'm gonna go with number 3. Let's Smart UV unwrap this. I'm gonna go with U. Then let's go with something like Smart UV project. Angle limit. Let's get it to be a bit smaller. It's fine. I'm gonna go with vertical. Why is that big? Okay, this is easier to figure out which way it goes. So I'm gonna go with S, and then I'm gonna go with the G, and then let's go with some more S. And then I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna come with G. Oh, no, this isn't right. This is not right. Is it? Control Z, I'm gonna G. Hey, look. Who here actually wanted it to be right to begin with? We just wanted correct texture, right? Which I am indeed giving it. Alright, yeah, the correct texture is all that we need. Oh my gosh. I figured out something. think I understood. I'm gonna go with A. Actually, it's been a bunch of control C's. Yeah, this is gonna take way too long. I'll just go with A. M, not M. AU, Smart UV Unwrap. Size 12. But let's go with size 66. Just gonna select everything here. Then let's go here. Let's go ahead and do that. Now I'm gonna click R. So you guys might think that I've already done this once. Yeah, that time I didn't really know I could move on to vertices select here. Vertices select is like a big lifesaver now. I'm just gonna select two vertices and hit G. And then I'm gonna select this one vertices, hit G here. And basically, let's just adjust everything. I'm gonna go with G. I'm gonna do one side at a time. Oh god, this is so much easier. I would have been done with this by now if I did it this way. I'm gonna go with G, and then I'm gonna go with G. Okay. Well, I guess ignore me if the floor looks a little pixelated. It's not my fault, trust me, guys. If I had, I can't even say if I had more time, because I did have like 250 days. But in my defense, out of those 250 days, I spent a good chunk learning the basics and all that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and select that, hit G. Then let's select the two of those, just kind of align them, adjust them, go here, and then I'm gonna go here. Okay, and then let's go there. All right, this is the next confusing part. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a nice little shift back up here. Let's go with G. Oh, it feels so nice to just extrude it all. Although if I had enough time, you know what? I think it's fine if I spent like 6 hours today streaming. I just need 2 hours to study for my quiz or something like that. I think we'll be good, guys. I'm gonna hit G here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and hit G here as well. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just select one of those edges. I'm gonna hit G, and then I'm gonna select this, hit G. Okay, and then let's just go there. I'm gonna go ahead and hit G here. Let's extrude this from here. You guys may think, why am I extruding it and not doing it the professional way? Firstly, I don't really know what the professional way is. Next up, I think that extruding it is actually doing the trick, because I don't want to specifically add my own texture to it, because I could if I wanted to, but I don't really see the point of it. Therefore, I'm gonna do it this way. Now let's fix the other side, which is basically that. I'm gonna go ahead and hit G, get that out. I'm gonna go ahead and get that out as well. Let's grab that out as well. Okay. And in case it might be a little laggy on this stream, that is because I don't really have a graphics card to put here. Soon, maybe before the stream, before the series ends, I will do something about it. So by the time I actually ship my actual game, it's gonna be kind of good. Then let's go there. And yeah, you guys got it right. I'm just simply saying stuff right now because I just want to stall for time. Can't be having the stream completely boring. It's better that I rather talk than, I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Hold up. Let me just go ahead and get that there. I'm kind of locked in because I don't want to mess anything up, but at the same time, I want to make it as precise as possible. GG, let's go. Wait, was that GG for like, because I said I just didn't know what I was talking about and I'm basically just yapping right now? Or was it because it's actually turning out to be good? Okay, let's hit something like G, then move that, and then G. Or well, was the GG because I'm clicking a lot of G's here. Okay, now wait, now comes the a bit more confusing, or should I say trickier part. I'm gonna hit G here. Alright, okay, you know what? I think the tricky part is done. That was basically it for the trickier part. I'm gonna hit G. GG means good game. I mean, yeah, I know GG means good game, but was the good game because I said that I'm basically just yapping on this stream right now just so I don't make it boring, or was it because my stuff is actually turning out to be good? Then I'm gonna go ahead and grab it here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and grab that there. Are you working on a nav mesh? What's this? Actually, I'm working on a game, and for that game, I'm creating a map right now because I don't really want to use map that Unreal Engine provided to us, because you know, I prefer using stuff in my game that was like 100% created by me, or that I bought that stuff. For the series, I didn't really buy anything. I'm like physically making everything myself. Okay, the same thing went with the female mannequin and like the rigs and animations that I made too. I think I did that last stream. Pretty sure I did it last stream. That's let's just go ahead and see the next part, which is basically selecting all of that, hitting whoa. Alright, okay, this is the trickier part now. I'm gonna get that there. I'm gonna go ahead and get that there. I'm gonna go ahead and get that there. Okay, this G can go there, and then this can go here, and that can go there. That okay, it's best that that stays there. This G can go here, that can go there. Hopefully, maybe this goes somewhere right here. Oh, okay, that makes sense there. Okay, what are you pressing to nudge the nodes at varying distances? I'm clicking G, so if you select an object, for example, let me just go ahead and select something from here. I'm gonna select a mesh here, and then if I were to click G, I'm gonna go ahead and move the node. Okay, speaking of G actually, is this part supposed to be my center edge or nah? Okay, I think I'll go from here. Let's just skip the other ones. Gonna go ahead and click G, grab that there, and then I'm gonna click that, hit G, get that there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get that there. I hope that is not kind of crooked at the end, because sometimes it does happen that the mesh is a little crooked. Okay, but I think so far my progress is going pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get that there. That's a shift. Okay, been lurking your stream for a month. Great work so far. I'm working on an ID game passion project. If ever in the future you want a side hustle and want to collaborate, that actually would sound pretty cool. I might really think about that. Let's something like G and just whoop. Let's hold on. Basically, I just want to click G and then I want to click G here. Let's go ahead and click G to get that there. Okay, let's just go ahead and grab that there. I think I'm actually almost done with this. There's just like one more side left, which shouldn't take as long actually. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this here. Guys, this is like peak texture painting or like UV editing right here. Just whatchamacallit, just tracing the actual image on. I think, I'm pretty sure this is not the recommended way to do it, but you know, as long as it gets the job done, I think it's good. Gonna hit G. Okay, eventually I will learn the recommended way because this is not my final Blender series after this project. I'm gonna definitely have more Blender series. Because I don't know why. I think like I do enjoy Blender in general. It's kind of fun. Let's hit G here. Okay. Okay, and one good thing that ChatGPT actually did was that my meshes here, they're actually, my road here is actually kind of wet, so it gives a nice little wet texture because it feels a bit more realistic when you run from NPCs in a wet weather. You know, like the road is wet and all that stuff. Oh, you're just dragging with your mouse away a lot and look really precise keyboard controls. Honestly, no, I'm not that good. It's basically just mouse. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and get this here. Let's get this here. Because initially, this is not how I usually do it. Usually, I have like a palette and I manually color it myself and all that things. But I don't really know what kind of color should I actually add to the map. I want it to look like kind of cartoonic, not too realistic to be honest, because that really depends. Honestly, yeah, that does kind of depend on my mood. Sometimes I prefer it be realistic, while the other times I prefer that it looks a little more cartoonic because it's a bit more fun to play if the program is. It feels like it's not really that realistic, but at the same time, realistic does look realistic. Just go ahead and drop that there. Go ahead and get that there. Oh god, this is so confusing to look at. It's like a clump. It's like is it called declumpinizing a clump? Oh god, this is gotta make sure that I'm selecting the right thing here. There we go. Just gotta make sure that you open every last nook and cranny. Let's get that up there. Let's go there. Then let's get it there. Okay, perfect. Then I'm gonna G here. And again, in case you guys do want to see my entire window, make sure to move on to my horizontal stream. That's why I'm displaying everything in landscape mode. Because many of you guys do sometimes tell me that I should stream in landscape mode using horizontal streams. I already do it. Okay, let's go there, and then let's hit G. Okay, perfect. And then let's hit something like G here. There. Okay, I'm done with the halfway point. Now, only if I manage to kind of sort this mess out here, that's going to be huge. Okay, thinking about the mess, if I were to go here, I see that this is supposed to be close there. That is supposed to be close there. All right, this is where I actually kind of sort of messed up. Not really, but gonna get that there. I'm gonna get that there. I'm gonna go ahead and get that there. I don't want it to look too clumpy. Oh wait, I forgot all about this side. There. Just get that down there, and then I'm gonna go ahead and grab this here. Then let's grab it there, and then let's just grab that part here. Then I'm gonna grab it here. I can't wait for the next part where I'm going to be actually modeling houses and like the water. Water, I'm most likely gonna do it through. I'm most likely gonna be doing it through Unreal Engine. Everything else, that's gonna be fun. Let's put there. There. Okay. It might not be perfect, but it's definitely something. And now about this part. Should I delete this from here? Is it worth deleting? I think it is. Right click and let's delete. Should I unwrap? Oh wow. Wait. Is there a way to delete it actually? I have snap, I have merge. At center would work? Sure. Then I'm gonna go here. That. Merge at center. Oh god. Can't I really delete this part? Hello? Wait, please don't tell me I merged it like literally. Stitch, split, Alt V, and this is snap. Alright guys, is there a way to really delete this? Is there a pin? There's an unpin. I'm gonna go with something like G. Hey, you know what? Instead of merging it anymore, I want to select this. That is a vertices from there. What can I do of this? Okay, I guess I'm going to hit G up there. Wow, there are two. There's three, four. Guys, I have the entire plot up here. How do you freaking remove it? Let's unwrap it all. And then I'm going to hit S, scale it all the way down. I'm going to hit G. I don't know. This is the clumpiest way to actually throw this up here. I'm just trying to get them off my way. Just get them all off there. Like, who would know, right? Oh, they're definitely gonna know. G. Oh yeah, they're so gonna know this. Oh my gosh. It's fine. No one is actually gonna know it. I'm gonna hit G, and then I'm gonna go ahead and grab that. Guys, that's literally me when I try cleaning something. It's as long as they don't see it, it doesn't really exist. I'm gonna hit S. Then I'm gonna hit G. I'm gonna hit G in front. I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna go ahead and hit not E, I meant S. I'm gonna that, and this is gonna be G back. Okay, I think that was kind of smart. When something is too big, you just kind of shrink it, so it's actually pretty good. Ah, this is what was causing the error. Now we're missing that other side. This side was supposed to be here. What if I hit S for that? Okay, let's try to sort it out correctly. I'm gonna hit G, and then I'm gonna go there. Not really. Isn't the bridge the main part here? What if I want to hit U and then let's mark V and wrap it again? There we go. Hey, you know what? This might do the trick as well. That's a G. Wait, is it stuck to this? Oh, you're joking. You're kidding me. It's stuck to this. Fine, let's go all the way back here. While this was not really stuck. I'm gonna go ahead and just select this part. That should have been here. Which part is this one? Oh, this part goes to the left. No wonder. Alright. I'm trying to get a gist of it. Okay, let's go Windows Shift C. Okay, let's see. So I'm starting to understand what this is about now. I'm gonna go ahead and G. Which part is this? Okay, those are all correct. What is this? That is for that. That is correct. This is supposed to be up there. And what are these? These are those. So this is going to be a G right here. That is going to be G right there. And then comes this, which is going to be somewhere there. That is the center one. That is going to be right close to the edge. So there. That's most likely the breaking point now. And I'm going to go ahead and just select everything here. Everything here, including all of those. There we go. Besides this, I'm going to hit G to move myself a bit more here. And there we go. And now it's the basic stuff. I'm going to click G. This is the road. Then I'm going to select that. I'm going to click G. And then I'm going to go there. There we go. Okay. Pretty sure it's almost done. Okay, I'm so glad I fact checked that. Now I don't gotta just clump it and make it look awful. And yeah, I am going to be working on creating a bridge, okay? Or should I say the fence of my bridge? This is the road. I can create fence around the bridge. Oh, I gotta be detailed about that stuff. Oh, I keep making the same mistake. Okay, gotta focus here. There we go. That goes there. That goes there. This is the bridge that connects it to the other map. No more clumps. Perfection in a cup. Next up, I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my next part, which is gonna be everything from here, including all of those. Oh god. Including all of those. I'm gonna get myself up here, and then I'm gonna hit R to rotate. Right? Does it go like this? I think it does go like this. I'm gonna hit G. I'm gonna hit something like R. And I'm gonna hit G. S. G. Alright. Let's see this part. No. How did I manage to mess up that easy thing here? Let's go with R. This is supposed to be there. Let's check which is this part. Let's check which is that. That part is supposed to be down there. So I can go ahead and click R to rotate it. I want to flip it. Is there a way to flip it? Let's go with A. Oh my gosh, by A I meant I want to just select everything from here. 3. Alt. Click. 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 And I'm gonna go all the way back until I didn't have everything selected here. Now that I have everything selected, what is this part? This part goes up there. How do I get it up there? I need it to rotate, but I can't get it to rotate for some reason. Well, maybe if I can get to rotate that, can I rotate my picture? No? Well, I figured. Hold up. Image. Can you rotate the image? Medium cursor. Alright, we probably can't. Okay, I think there's no point fussing over that, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just select everything here. Let's go with G. Gonna try my best to get the perfect angle here. Got a slight change of plan. This is how it's gonna be now. How? I have zero. I have what you call the chance. I have room for 0 error here. There we go. Finally. This is my ending part. So, alright guys, I'm basically just calculating this part. Okay, according to my calculations, it's supposed to be something like this. Oh wait, maybe. Hold up, why didn't I think of this before? Did I really click G? I'm gonna click U and let Smart UV unwrap again. Okay. Why did it unwrap like that? That doesn't make any sense. I wanted to unwrap that way, where this part is the top here. I want that part to be my bottom. What if I go with U again and I want to unwrap it in a minimum stretch? There we go. Okay, this is where we're getting to it. We're getting there. Slowly but surely, we're getting there. Okay, yeah, I think I can do with this. I think this is ought to do. No, it's not gonna do. How do I flip this thing? Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go with art. This is supposed to be the bottom. Fine, I think I'll have to make do with this. It doesn't make sense though. How? I need to flip. I need to flip. How to flip it? Is there an option to flip it? Mark scene, clear scene, unwrap conformal. Follow active quads. What does that mean? That's fine. Alright guys, I think the longer I take, the longer it's gonna take to be done. I'm just gonna do and pray. It's gonna make my roads look weird. Oh, my roads are gonna look bad. AU Smart UV Unwrap. I got both here. This is the top, that is the bottom, okay? Yeah, don't worry, I'm not gonna mess it up. I just UV unwrapping that whole thing. You know what? Fine, let's just get it over with. Let's go with G. I'm gonna be very careful. I'm gonna look the image while I do this. Okay, I think the image needs to be a little visible for me to do it. There we go. We did the bottom. Okay, it's just a bit flipped up, but that's fine. Gotta look at it in the mirroring angle. Then we do that, and then we do that. Oh, the distance here is crazy. Then I do that, and then I do that. And then I do that. Then I do that. Alright, let's start doing these two. I'm gonna go with this, and then I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And let me know if let me actually check if my mic is working. There we go. Because sometimes the mic stops working, I'm like, oh god. I'm just gonna go ahead and select that, do that. I wish that my stream was less laggy. Okay, by laggy I mean when I do GPU intensive stuff. Then I'm gonna go here because it's not laggy for me while I work here. It's just laggy for you guys while seeing me. Okay. This part is getting a little tricky now. You gotta be very careful here. Really careful. Then that comes next. And then it feels like I'm unwrapping a freaking paper here. So like get that thing up here and then be very careful while getting that. Oh, this is going to be so tricky later on. Okay, let's go there. And then I'm gonna select that. Let's go there. Hey, as long as it looks like a road, I'm good. It won't really look that good of a road if I don't get the proportions absolutely spot on. Because half my mesh is in the other window. It's out of my window. What the hell? Alright. I'm gonna hit G. Should I? Would it have been smart for me to flip my entire mesh before I start to angle it here? Like, let me just go back. Let me show you guys what I mean. By flipping, I meant if I did something like this. If I got that, uh, G, X, what was I thinking? Oh, you're kidding me. I can't do Control Shift Z? Okay, I can't do Control Shift Z. This is so annoying. Guys, I've not been this annoyed in a long time. Let's go to G. I want this to be able to cover my entire window. Which is that? That is the side part. Oh. Gee, this is testing my patience so hard right now. R. This is supposed to be the ending, but that's the beginning. Oh my gosh, it's fine. I'll do this. This is. It doesn't look like it. This is very complicating to actually get it sorted out in the correct position. Fine, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna do that. Okay, I'd say this is a much cleaner approach. Even though I did restart, I think it was worth every restart that I did. Oh my god. Okay, this is where I wish I had more vertices. Gotta make do with what I got here though. So annoying. Okay, annoying is not the word. I think the word that I'm looking for is tedious. Who does it? I haven't seen a single should I say YouTuber actually texture painting it this way. This is the most guys, I'm doing it the most manualist way possible. I might as well take the entire job of this game engine here. Like I know it's like they click some kind of buttons and makes it look really really good, but then I did not have enough time to work with Blender. It's a miracle that I'm actually doing this as well. Okay. Oh god, and now I gotta go ahead and select that. This goes back here. Then I gotta go ahead and grab that. Which goes here, and then that. That thing stays there. Why are they two stuck together? This doesn't make sense. Oh, okay, let's just get that back up here. I think that's supposed to be the one for the top. This is supposed to be the one for the bottom. This is supposed to be the one that stays. I don't even know. Oh, okay, we're doing the sides, right? Oh my gosh, can you guys just get a little lower so I can see this properly? There we go. Okay, okay, there. That can move aside now. This can just unwrap right here. That can unwrap. Okay, this is supposed to be there. That is supposed to be there. That is supposed to be there. That is supposed to be there. This is supposed to open up, stay there. That is supposed to be here. This is supposed to be something like that. Then let's just get this. Let's get that there. You guys might be thinking, what am I doing? I was gonna say that I'm thinking that myself. Never mind, I got it figured out. Did I jinx myself? Please tell me I didn't jinx myself. I did not jinx myself. You guys see, everything I do has a plan. I mean, everything I do has like 13 steps. Should I say I pre-move 13 steps? Okay. That was a joke. I'm still figuring out what to do. I'm cleaning my mess up while I'm trying to adjust these vertices because this is way too tricky. It's like a mind puzzle. See where these dots connect and join them. Guys, you guys can ignore half my commentary here. Then let's just grab that there. There. Okay, yeah, I think our vote is starting to shape up a little now. What's the funniest part that none of these textures actually go where they're supposed to go? That would be sad. Even if it is sad, okay, let's be honest here. This is the best that I got for now. At my current skill level, it's a miracle that I even got it this far. And yeah, ignore the center mush here real quick. I'm gonna fix that. Gonna fix it soon. I just wish that my road looked a little better than what it's gonna look. Alright, this is the kind of texture that I kind of enjoy. I enjoy texturing it like this. Okay. You guys see that tiny overlap there? Yeah, I'm gonna fix that now. To fix that, you just gotta get that up. You gotta hit S to scale. Maybe we're gonna scale the two of them. And as soon as we scale it, it magically gets fixed. I just realized scale is the key word up here. As long as I can scale them, I wouldn't need to ever worry about them overlapping. Okay, now my neck is absolutely killing me. Okay, let's scale all of these too. I just realized, guys, I learned a new method. I'm like a kid who got a new trick up his sleeve. Now that I've learned how scaling works, I mean, I did know how scaling works. I can abuse it to its fullest. That opens that. I can just go ahead and get that. You know, this leaves an opening in my road here. That's a good thing. Trying to sort it all out. Just right. Then G, I don't care, just get that there, then that G is connected to this. I'm assuming that G goes somewhere here. It's a G, that, then that. Okay, and then let's just grab that share. Alright, don't ask me how's my entire road gonna be filled up because I already have a few overlaps here. Oh, I think that might actually be why it's filling it up because my overlaps from here are a bit in the wrong position. Since that is the bigger curve, that goes there. That is the bigger curve, it goes there. The bigger curve goes there. And the openings that have been left up here. Whoa, okay, okay, nice, nice, nice. This can be there. That can go there. Are there any more? No? In there. There we go. Just sort of fixing this up, making it look nice. And if I don't know what to do with something, I'm just gonna go ahead and shove it back there just for now. Because let's be honest, all these parts right here, they're one of a whole. So just gonna go ahead and fix this. Oh god, here comes the confusion again. Did I ever tell you guys I'm awful at mind games? Okay, I might have not told that to you guys, but I am. Speaking of which, did my phone get off? Because I was like, I had my stream and my phone on so I could see if it's going nicely or if there are any lags or something. Oh my gosh, my head hurts so bad. Feels like I'm using DaVinci Resolve all over again. In case you guys don't know what DaVinci Resolve is, it's basically an editing software that I use to edit my videos. This is what I do when I want to go ahead and make my thumbnails and I want to get my pictures. I cut my background off one step at a time. So I feel like this is the peak content right here, just watching someone do this. Hey, I'd see myself watching someone actually do this, but I don't know how fun it is. It's going to be fun as soon as I'm done with this. Once I'm done, oh my gosh, hit Control S. If my PC would have crashed and I didn't hit Control S, I would have been so mad. Most possibly wouldn't have done this again. No, I'm just kidding, I'll do it again. And again, in case you guys want to see my entire window and you guys are in the vertical stream, make sure to move on to the horizontal stream. That's why I'm displaying my window in landscape mode. Okay, I was just letting you guys know because you guys do ask me that way too much. Well, I mean, used to ask me that way too much. And there's nothing else to say so. Yeah, I see my road kind of shaping up now. As slow as it is, it's still working. Slow progress is better than no progress, I'd say. Would you guys agree? Guys, I think the tank's gotten empty. I don't feel like commentating. Well, that's a joke. I'm just trying to Make small talk, I guess. G. There we go. And then we just get everything up here. Let's just get everything up here. The only thing that I want to really look good is my road yellow lines in the watery part. Everything besides that part is pretty much just something that I won't really care much about. For example, this. You guys don't know how hard this is. The amount of concentration that I'm extruding right now. I think it requires less concentration and more patience. Guys, the moment of truth, the final vertices up here. Nah, let's go with the second last vertices. I don't want to get that there. The last vertices. Let's go. I'm gonna fix this though. I'm gonna go to 2. I'm gonna select that. I'm gonna change. Well, whatever it is, moment of truth. You guys ready? Control S. Let's go to the layout. And bada boom, bada bam. Where is my texture? I added my texture, didn't I? Did I not? I literally added my texture here where I can't see my other. Alright, why is my texture white? Add UV texture. Why is my texture white? Shouldn't this change instantly? Image texture. Hold up. Wait, correct me if I'm wrong. UV editing, and then I'm gonna go with A. Yeah, everything is. Why can't I see my UV edited texture? Let's check. Hold up, guys. Let me just amplify this very hot. There we go. Okay. Let me come up here and say, why can I not see my UV EDIT edited texture? Okay, and then I guess I'm just gonna hydrate my lips real quick. Gotta open my phone again. There. Okay, quick blender tip, UV unwrap models. Lightning fast first, edit selected section. Okay, hold on. Control select another edge. Well, I don't want to model it. I want to know why can't I see my UV edited texture? Not showing panels in Blender. There we go. Let's see. UV. Couldn't figure out why. I can see it. Okay, for the planes showing in a 3D model. So that's uh the little portion right here. I'm reading subtitles, guys. And yeah, let's see. I couldn't. Now. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Let's go to window. Let's go with Windows Shift S. I textured my project here. Gonna paste this and say something like say. So I textured my mesh here, but why can I not see my texture on my mesh? Question mark. Let's see. I see my mesh is white. Let's see why. The reason you can't see your texture is likely because of your viewport shading mode. Look at the screenshot. You're currently in solid mode. The color in the top right corner in the 3D preview. Okay, modeling this thing. Switching top right corner viewport. Look at the 4 icons. Material preview. Well, I guess let's go to our layout. I am in my shading preview. Okay, let's run that. Wait, is this it? No, it's not this. Pretty sure not this. What is that for? That is rendered. This is this thing. This is there. Okay, let's go with Windows Shift S. I still can't see it even though I have this on. Let's grab that there. Check editor, even your UV unwrap the mesh. Blender needs a material to know which goes. Okay, go to the shading tab at top, ensure materials assigned to map road. And say, I do not see it. Okay, my material is not added. Image, texture, viewport settings, color settings, click drop down. Okay, what to do? I guess I'm going to need some orange. Okay, in the top right corner of your 3D viewport, you'll see small circles. If you switch to material preview and the road turns white or pink, it means there is no material or the texture file is missing. Okay, click on the red sphere icon, click new, connect the texture node. If it's still gray/white, okay, wait. I click the red sphere here. Let's take a little picture. Let's paste it and say, I clicked the red sphere. I do not have a texture added, but on my UV editing, I spent a very long time uh, getting my texture, how to connect them. And let's go to question mark and let me eat something real quick. Spending hours on UV editing only to see a grab slab. The UV editing you did just tells Blender how to unwrap the image in 3D shape. Create the material preview. Okay. New button, this creates the material preview principles. I'm going to get this in another tab so I can have it as a reference. I'm going to follow instructions like that. Okay, so number one, click the new button. So I'm going to click the plus icon and then you should see a list of images called Principled BSDF. I do see it. Next to base color, click the small app. Select image texture. Okay, did that. Select image texture. Da, da, da. You went from GPT, Claude, now Gemini. Be a lot, man, guys. It actually does make sense. Honestly, first I was ChatGPT, and then I moved on to Gemini, and Claude was my last. But I realized Claude is much better when it comes to the programming part. ChatGPT is much better when it comes to generating images, and Gemini is better when it comes to like giving instructions. So I'm kind of utilizing all three of them. That said, a menu will pop up. Image texture column, a menu did pop up. The row will change a folder into an icon picture since you already have an image. Okay, final step. Even after doing this, it'll still look gray because you're in solid mode. Look at the very top 3 corner. Click the circle material preview. I am in my literal material preview. I don't see yellow. Boom, your road should now appear aligned. I mean, well, I'm still in material preview, but I see everything is black because I gotta hit new. Blank UV grid. Fine. New image. Whoa, what in the world is this? Hey, at least I know it works. I'm just gonna switch my image. I'm gonna go to my Blender meshes. Um, uh, let's go to downloads. No, desktop. I'm gonna go to Blender items, reference images, map reference, and open. Oh ho ho. Hey, look, it's not bad, okay? It's not bad. It's actually not bad. Like what? Hold on. Is this the kind of mesh that I actually meshed up? Wait a minute. Oh, it works. Let's go. All I gotta do is fix this part. I'm gonna click here. I'm gonna go with one. Perfection in a cup. There we go, guys. Never lose hope. Hard work pays off. Quote of the day, I guess. There we go. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and grab this. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. I started panicking for a sec. I was like, oh shoot, what did I just do? Like, what just happened? I was like, no way, I'm doing that entire hour worth of hard work again. Well, if push came to shove, I would have done that, but then that's not the point here. The point is I did not have to do it. Okay, I guess let's just go ahead and select those. I'm gonna go there, then I'm gonna select that, go here. Okay, I can't even lie right now. It does not look half bad. It's much better. It's way bad. It's too bad. It's very, very bad. Okay, I wouldn't say it's bad. It's gonna be an insult to call this bad. What is this kind of road? How do I align it? Like what? All right, this it looks very clumped up. Is there a way to fix it? Let's see. My texture looks a little clumped up. Is it possible to fix it? If it's a, let me imagine. Imagining it being a big road. Hmm. Imagine it being a big road and you want to fix that road. How will you do so? Okay, looking closely, even my best parts don't look as good because it's this is how it looks in the texture here. It's literally how the texture looks. I mean, it doesn't look as good as I expected it to look. Let me think real quick. Do I want to improve it or leave it like this? Hmm. Could we say something like this and call it a day? Could we say something like the constructors in this road could not really work much because the NPCs kept spawning now, defeating waves of calamity, so the constructors can reconstruct their stuff. And that's a bad idea. It's fine, I'll just go with this, it's fine. Not gonna spend too much time, gonna hit Control F to save the code. Let's go to layout. In my layout, I have my maps base. I have my material road here. I'm gonna go ahead and click E to extrude, edit mode. Okay, let's go ahead and click E to extrude. A, E, get it a tad bit outside. Okay, is that good? And hold up, guys. Let me just kind of mute myself. Already mic testing, mic testing. Alright guys, there was some background noises. That said, okay, I think the road looks pretty good here, right? Or should I extrude it a little bit more? I might go with Control Z's. Gonna look back to my reference image and gonna go ahead with that. Actually, instead of clicking that, I wanna go ahead and click my y-axis. There we go. I'm gonna sort of hide that, sort of hide that. Okay, it clearly looks like my road is a tad bit bigger, where I will be adding grass too, so... It's not bad, it's not good, it's pretty mid. It's pretty mid, pretty mid. What does pretty mid mean? Okay, I want to cut all the vertices around my distance. Okay, I think I gotta cut the vertices rather than this. So instead of really extruding it, I'm gonna go with Control Z. Let's work on using the knife tool. I'm gonna hide my mesh. There, now let's just use the knife tool. I'm gonna grab my knife. There we go, and let's just cut everything. I'm gonna go from here, and then I'm gonna go from here, and go there, 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 there. Is it even cutting squat? And then I'm gonna hit enter. Nope, nope. Okay, I guess let's get this here. How do I cut all the vertices around my mesh here? I want to cut everything. Wait, could it be that I need to cut from here? Let me use the knife tool again. Uh, want to go to edit mode. I want to have my knife tool. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then enter. No. Trying to think, what can I do up here? I mean, honestly, it doesn't even matter. I could potentially just extrude this out. Like I could go with something like E and just go with X, E, X. E 5 seconds. Wait, what am I even clicking now? My base, this, that, tab, A. When I say A, I mean just one entire thing. I just want to select my entire road. I want to just select my road, nothing else. How hard is that? Then I want to hit E. Just grab it a tad bit. I don't want anyone to notice the difference here. Can you notice the difference? No? Okay, good. See, it's also visible. While I have it up here, I might go with something like A. Oh god. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, no one can notice that tad bit of difference. I'm gonna go with A. Is it so hard to freaking select this one thing? A. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna make sure I'm in a place that I can see it. There. I'm gonna go with G, X, 1. That one, covered it here and there. There we go. Perfect. My road has a very, very thin layer now. If I were to get my colors up, I'd say it's pretty good. Right? Right? No? Okay. Well, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Okay, you guys can't possibly think I'm gonna call this a void. There's no way I'm calling this a void. Thinking harder. I do need some textures here. I want the wood to look a little more realistic. That's it. That's actually a new word that I just created. I want it to look good and nice and clear. I have two options. I respect my hard work up till here and go with this color, or I go with the most logical option, which is basically gonna be canceling this, changing the color to black. Listen, this is the most logical option up here, okay? I can't do anything about this. It hurts me just as bad as it might hurt you guys. God, that was a waste of time. Oh, am I really gonna do that? I'm gonna do this. Listen, it's better to have my time wasted than shipping a bad looking mesh. So okay, I think this is gonna be good. Now, without wasting any more time, we got like 4 more hours. I gotta rush. So fine on. Here we go. What is the next thing that we gotta do now? I'm gonna go to the y-axis. I'm gonna go ahead and just hide the two of those. Done with the road, done with the map. I need some grass now. Grass is gonna be separate meshes of their own. I can go ahead and create different flat surfaces. I can just extend them. They're literally grass. How to create grass in Blender. Okay, I guess let's see. I think the way I'm gonna create grass is by let's say grabbing Claude here. Okay, let's go to Gemini. I forgot all about Gemini. There. Let me say. Let's say how to create grass in Blender for UE5. Okay, I'm gonna get those here. I'm gonna be very careful and hit Control S because God, I forgot Control S again. Does a black road look good? I think a pitch black road looks much better. Okay, we got our grass. Okay, making grass for Unreal Engine 5 requires a slightly different approach than making a pretty grass for Blender, since Unreal Engine 5 needs to handle thousands of blades at once. You will use alpha blend planes, also called grass card. I see. Create a grass card instead of modeling every blade. Instead of modeling every blade, you model a flat plane and use grass texture with transparency. The mesh create a simple plane in edit mode. Okay. Add a few loop cuts. Okay, by few, how many are we exactly talking about? So you can blend it slightly. The material in the shading tab, plug an image of a grass cluster into the base color and images alpha channel into grass alpha socket. All right. Can you be more precise? Can you be more precise? I want to use the grassland that I make on my map, like separate components added into my game. Separate components added into one component in a UE5. I have a base component, which is my earth slash soil, and then I have a road component, which is my road. And by components, I mean meshes. Several meshes in one project. I need grass now for my grass. There we go. Guys, I think I could have phrased it much better, but I think it is what it is. And oh god, what's wrong with my webcam? I'm gonna go to something like properties, I'm gonna configure, I'm gonna decrease my gain. There we go. Much better. Let's apply, let's hit okay, let's go okay, let's do that. I almost closed my Unreal, my OBS. I see what you mean. You're building your map using a modular workflow. You want your grass to be a separate layer, okay? Since you're exporting an Unreal Engine 5-year model, you shouldn't model a giant block of grass. Instead, you should create a grass mesh that sits on top of your soil. The grass plane, a plate method blender. Duplicate your soil. Okay, select your earth slash soil, press Shift D, separate it, press P, selection. Now you have a piece of geometry that perfectly matches your contours of grass. Okay, I'm gonna grab this in another window just so I can read the instructions. Okay, because I think it's much better if I read the instructions. Okay, let's go here. I'm gonna select my plane. I'm gonna hide that. Let's go with Shift D. P. Hello, did the P do anything? I'm gonna hit P, and then I'm gonna hit G. I'm gonna hit P. P. Is it separated? G. P. I think G is it. Okay, now you have a piece of geometry that perfectly matches. I'm gonna name this grass. Okay, not grab, there, map underscore grass. Just fixed a spelling and messed it up again. There we go. I have a perfectly looking grass. Okay, move it slightly in the side view. Move your new mesh up by a tiny amount. Move your mesh by a tiny amount. Move your mesh by a tiny amount. Move it up slightly. Ah, I see. Okay. Move it up, right? G, Z, 1. 1 is good, right? Yep, I think 1 does do the trick here. Okay, move it slightly up in the side preview. Move this mesh up by a tiny amount. Assign the new material. Give it M grass layer. So I'm going to go to materials. This is going to be a map underscore grass underscore layer. Map grass layer. Hex code. What is the hex code for grass? What is the hex? Oh wait, I'm not setting it, my bad. Okay, give it a new layer. Now make the grass texture. You don't want a green floor, you want it to lush. In Blender, use texture alpha clipping. Use a texture that after clicking the texture should be patch grass setup. If you want to look 3D using thousands of polygons, you can use fuzzy layer, duplicate grass blades 2 or 3 times, stack them one on top of each other. Keeping it modular in Unreal Engine 5, since you mentioned adding several meshes into one component. Here's how to handle the export. Share origin point. Okay, let's go here. Windows Shift S. We paste that and say, and here I created a layer and I have a grasses reference image as well. I want it to look nice, but I don't want to have too many meshes that makes my UE5 laggy. Then let's send it. Then I'm just gonna go ahead and let's say eat a orange real quick. Okay, and what happened to my blender? Hold up, guys. Let me go to properties. Let me go to configure. Guys, it's all the sunlight. When my sunlight is high, my blender looks good. When it's not that high, blender looks awful. That said, hold up, guys. There's like a lot of background noise. Already mic testing, mic testing. There we go. There was just some background noises. That said, to keep your listening material sharp in Blender, in the shading tab, add image texture. That's what I wanted to add. There we go. Let's add an image texture here. Hey, you're still here. Honestly, yeah, I am trying to get this mesh complete here first before I really move on. Although I do got a quiz tomorrow, I don't know how I'm gonna work for that as well. Add an image texture. Let's go up here and let's add an image texture. So there we go. In my image texture node, open the grass texture and plug it in. So I'm gonna go to something like open. Let's go to my desktop. I'm gonna go to Blender items. I'm gonna go ahead and find my grass texture. There we go. Okay, that is grass PNG, not grass texture. Image, this is female, that's this one, this great, that is grass. Female. Okay, wait, let me just open ChatGPT here real quick. Let me say, can you generate me a grass texture question mark? I want to use it to replicate grass. Okay, let's see. Have you tried VLang already? Honestly, I haven't tried it yet, but I will definitely try it after the series. That said, okay, I'm so glad ChatGPT didn't reach its limit. Oh god. It's gonna reach its limit after this though. And I'm out of snacks, I guess. Sketching it out, okay. I can just assume the grass texture is gonna look pretty good here. Making the first draft. Oh, there are gonna be several drafts. Okay, I'm so glad it's done. Please tell me it looks good. Please tell me it looks good. Please tell me it looks good. Hey, okay, you know what? You know what? This does not look bad. This is honestly what I'm talking about. Let's go with Windows Shift S and maybe go ahead and take a picture. Maybe a screenshot here. And then I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna go ahead and just name it something like grass texture TXTURE. Okay, and then let's just go ahead and open my Blender items. Let's go to something like, okay, where is my Blender items? There we go. That I'm gonna have my Blender reference images. I'm gonna kind of shrink this, seriously truncate it, and then go there. Okay, I have my grass texture. I'm gonna delete all those extra chats real quick just so my thing is not too clumpy here. This is Calamity 2 map, which is gonna go in my meshes section. I don't know where does that go. I'm gonna delete that. This is a regular map that I'm gonna delete. And now let's go ahead and get my chat up here real quick. I'm gonna get my grass texture up here. I'm gonna insert it. I'm gonna grab a Gemini here. Let's paste my grass texture and say I am going to use this texture. Okay, it does not have to look realistic. I never mentioned it looking realistic. I'm gonna hit cancel. Gonna go with open. Gonna go with Blender items. That's a beautiful stylized texture, top to bottom. The base layer, the ground, Blender apply. Oh god, this is not. Hold up, let me just go to my main camera real quick. Da-da-da. There we go. Alright guys, is my fan not fast enough? Is that fast enough? Hold up, let me just check. I hardly feel the air. Please tell me that's faster. Did I slow it down? No? Nope, I definitely slowed it down. Think it's much better, right? Only thing is I don't feel squat from this. It's getting way too hot out here. Hold on, let me just try to open this. Nope, it's not opening. Guys, I think I'm pretty much locked up here. Yeah, I don't know why it's too hot. It shouldn't be that hot. There we go. Let's go up here and then let's go to my Blender items. I'm gonna go there. Let's go to grass texture and let's open it. There we go. That is my grass texture now. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that up here as well. I can't really see my base. And then that's my map grass. Let's hide my grass. Hide my base. My base looks like my grass. Oh, you're kidding me. Fine, I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. Object mode object. Let's add mesh plane. I guess I'm gonna go with RZY 90. I'm just gonna go in the x-axis. I'm just gonna go ahead and GZ. Hello? Y? X? Oh, wow. SX? Gonna make sure I'm precise. SY? Gonna again make sure it's precise. There we go. Now this is kind of up here, so I'm gonna go with something like a GX 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going up. Okay, wait, hold up. What if I go with Y? Z. GZ 1, 1. X-axis. I'm gonna go ahead and name this something like map underscore grass. There we go. So that's my maps' grass, and then this is my maps' base. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and change a color here. What was the hex code that I had here before? Did I ask that to Gemini or Claude? There, so this was supposed to be my hex code, right? I don't know. Let me think real quick. Hold on. There we go. Okay, I was just making sure I knew my hex code. And oh god, did I miss any text here? Okay, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and exit my texture. I'm gonna name this texture something like, I don't know, let me think. It's for my base, right? So I'm gonna go with my map underscore base ground. Could name it root as well, it's the same thing. I'm just gonna go ahead and add my hex color. There we go. And that's my grass. I can potentially extrude my base if I were to go to tab, and then I'm gonna go with A. Firstly, let's apply modifiers. Okay, wait, I guess I'm gonna go to tab now. I'm gonna apply, and then I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go with E to extrude. Just so you know, the base does look something like an actual base, if that makes any sense. I'm gonna go with G X to GY to extrude. There, this looks more like a ground. GZ. There. Okay, that looks so much more like a ground now. Next up, I'm gonna go to object mode, select my grass, edit mode. By grass, I meant plane. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna go add. I'm gonna add, let's say, image texture. Okay, my image texture, my grass texture, which is inside my Blender items, and then reference images. And I'm gonna go to grass texture and it's open. There, that looks good. Next up, let's read the next instructions. So once you're done with your grass texture, Blender press U, project view. Okay, in Blender, apply this texture. In Blender, apply this texture. And hold up, guys, let me just go ahead and check something real quick. Already my testing. Yeah, there we go, guys. It was just getting way too hot. Okay, wait, let me just go to my webcam real quick, and then I'm gonna go to something like properties, configure video, and I'm gonna just go ahead and decrease my gain a little. That looks much better. And I said okay. Alright, perfect. Next up. In Blender, apply this texture to your rectangle. I did that. Press U. There's a project. Press U. Okay, and then project view from bounds. Do you guys see a view from bounds? I do see it. Finally, something like that. Did that do something? Okay, while in the top orthographic view. So this is my top orthographic view. Numpad 7. So the texture fills the rectangle perfectly. It sort of did actually. Unreal Engine 5 in your Unreal Engine material set this to opaque. In your material, I gotta set this to opaque. Do you guys see opaque? So in your material, set this to opaque. And then I see cubic, I see flat, I see repeat, I don't see opaque anywhere. Straight. Okay, let's go with Windows Shift S. I don't understand the setting it to opaque part. Let me paste that and say I did not understand what did you mean by setting it to opaque. Okay, and then let's send it. Let's see. Analyzing. In case you guys are kind of curious what I'm up to here. Waiting for Gemini to reply. I want to ungroup this. Then I want to just go down. Oh god, how... Where is my... There we go. Okay. Then... Oh my gosh, you're kidding me. There, okay. My bad for the confusion. When I say opaque, I'm talking about how Unreal Engine 5 handles light passing through a mesh. In game engines, there are usually three main ways. I'm going to extend that because I can't see squat. Okay, a material is rendered since your grass texture is solid painted image without any transparent holes. You want the simplest version. The three models, opaque, solid, no light passes through it. Use this for ground rocks and roads. This is the fastest for Unreal Engine's render. Masked hair cutouts, use this if you have a texture with clear transparent parts, individual blades for grass or leaves, translucent grass or white. How to set this up in your map since your grass texture. Okay, the one you just applied is a solid rectangular image in Blender. Then hit Ctrl S because I forgot about it. Okay, open your materials tab, double click content browser. You don't need to do anything special. By default, Blender materials are opaque. Okay, then why do we have to do this when you get an Unreal Engine 5? Okay, this does not look like a map. Let me just go here and just say something like this does not look like... Okay, I'm just gonna go here. I'm gonna just kind of get that there, and let's say this does not look like map and grass. Let's take a quick little picture. Okay, there we go. Finally, I was trying to click Windows Shift S. I'm gonna get back up here and then let's paste it and say, this does not look like good grass to be honest, Interesting, it literally looks like a slap texture. I totally agree right now, it looks more like glasses thing. Lay it flat, unless RC, okay, I'm gonna do that later. Kill the box geometry, currently have a 3 cube in the environment, grass edit mode, back slide the faces, delete them. Okay, here's the thing, go to UV editing tab. How do I want it to have the grass texture. I mean, I could do that myself if I wanted to be honest. Here you to make it look like a grass texture using the special 3D painted stuff. Make it a plane. Oh god. I want the grass, like the grass strands. Give me the texture paint and make Unreal Engine, depth shading. You know what? I think I gotta get matters into my own hands here right now. So what I am gonna do right now is that I'm gonna go ahead and make it look something like this. There we go. Let's pretend that it's like a grassy thing here. There. I want grass to be added here. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to something like object mode first, and then I'm gonna go to file, open. I wanna save it, fine. Wait, before opening, I wanna import a FBX file. This is gonna be my Blender well, FBX. I have boss mesh, I think it's QLB, right? Oh no, did I delete my grass? Please tell me I did. I had grass. I was so stupid to delete it. Wait, there's no items, it says. Could it be that hold up guys, I think I might have some chance. It's fine. So this is the Blender meshes. I have a boss mesh, dragon mesh, female mesh, hair mesh, grass mesh, dragon grass. Do you guys see grass? I'm positive I deleted grass, didn't I? Pretty sure I did. Well, that's disappointing. I thought that I'd be able to complete this entire thing this stream, but I think I'll have to move the map onto next stream as well. But instead of grass, I'm gonna go ahead and create something else then. I'm gonna create trees. I'm gonna add a cube. I'm gonna hit S to scale. You guys might think, what am I gonna be doing with the cube? Let's go with GZ. This is gonna be my tree. I'm gonna go with S. Yeah, there are gonna be small trees everywhere scattered across the map. GZ, and then I'm gonna go to edit. I'm gonna go with something like map underscore tree. Here's the thing, for trees, should it be in one or should it be different, separate? Okay, I guess I'm just gonna go with G, X. Is that a tree big enough? GX. Okay, and then I might go with, let's say, something like Control R. Oops, Control R. And here's the thing, Control R. Okay, and then I'm going to go with 3. I'm going to go with something like E to extrude. Okay, and then I'm going to go with something like E to extrude. Wait, actually, I want it to look perfect, so I'm going to go with something like E. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44. Okay, that is one of the worst ways to extrude it, if you ask me. Let's just extrude and pray. Let's go with E. Do they extrude together? Oh, they don't. Okay. Fine, I guess I'm just going to extrude one part at a time. Let's go here. I'm going to go with E. Then let's go with E. 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 Then, wait, I'm going to go with G, Y, X. And then I'm going to go with E. Hey, this looks like a very good tree, okay? And then I'm gonna go here. Let's go to UV editing. Wow, it's done for me. I'm gonna X that. I'm gonna go to, let's say, shading. Yeah, I'd rather shade. I'm gonna add a new texture. I'm gonna go to tab. I'm gonna select this. This is gonna be my roots. This is so hard to control. All right, wait. What if I hit Alt? Alt click. Does it fix the entire edge? Okay, it sorta does. Shift. I'm gonna select that. What is the color of wood? What is the color of wood in hex code? Okay, so actually in hex. Okay, let's copy that. So this is going to be the color of my wood. Wait, why did this color the top too? Didn't I expect it to just color the bottom? Well, fine, I guess. There we go. Let's go with A. I'm gonna go with new. This is gonna be wood color. And then I'm gonna go ahead and change my hex code. Control V. There. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with something like object mode. I want to add a mesh. I want to add a cube. I'm gonna hit S to scale. I'm gonna make sure my controls are pretty good. I'm gonna hit shift. I'm gonna go ahead and rotate that way, and then I'm gonna just rotate that way. How do I rotate the other way? This way? That way? That way? Okay. Finally. I was trying to get into me looking in the correct direction. Oh, that does not seem to be the case here. X-axis. Oh shoot, I could have just done that. Let's go with GZ. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with GX. Then I'm gonna go with tab, so like this. E to extrude. E to extrude. E to extrude. E to extrude. Yeah, this looks a bit blocky, but that's the best that I got, I think. G, Y. Then E. Okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead and hit A. This is gonna be map. Let's say grass underscore wood. And then this is gonna be my map underscore, let's go with something like map underscore grass underscore tree. Green grass leaf. Okay, where I'm gonna go ahead and click new. This is gonna be grass underscore leaf. Okay, and let me just check the hex color for leaves. I'm gonna go here. Okay, so the hex code is, okay, let me just copy that. There we go. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go up here. Let's go ahead and I guess paste this hex code. This is gonna be green. There we go. Now I'm gonna go ahead and let's see, exit this thing. I'm gonna go to my layout. There, that looks pretty good. I'm gonna select this. Okay, let's go to object mode. I'm gonna select that. I'm gonna select that. I'm gonna hit S just so it's a tad bit smaller. GZ, GX, I mean. There we go. Okay, now is that really small or is it quite big? What if I were to get my road up? Do you guys see my road? I'm just gonna select my road. Okay, I guess I'm gonna go with GX1. There. Just need to make sure that you guys can see my road. Then I'm gonna go to object mode, gonna select that, shift select that. I'm gonna go with Control J to join them together. They didn't join? Control J. No mesh to join. I literally gave it a mesh. That's a mesh. Oh wait, they're one. Okay, they're one. What is this? This is grass wood. This is, oh, grass leaf has everything. What if I delete the grass wood? Let's delete. Okay, what is that green stuff? Wait, hold up. I think I know. This is not gonna be called grass wood. This is gonna be called grass texture. There, that is my grass texture, and this is my wood. This is my tree. This is gonna be grass, not leaves. It's gonna be tree. There we go. Then I'm gonna go with something like GY. Move this in the y-axis. One tree is in the end, and then let's just, should I go with Shift D? Is that gonna be smart? Shift D, and then I'm gonna go with GZ. Let's add mesh there. I'm gonna go in the x-axis. Let's add mesh. This thing. I'm gonna go with Shift D, G, Y. Let's add one here, and then Shift D, G, Y. Can add one here. I'm gonna hit Control S, Shift D, G, X. No. Z. Let's add one there. Okay, and then let's go with Shift D, G, Y. Okay, and then G, Z, G, Y, G, Y. There. Okay, and then I'm gonna go there. Shift D, G, Y. Is this the recommended? Is this how people add RAS? Shift D, G, Y. Control S. Shift D, G, Y. G, Z. Shift D, G, Y, Z. Okay, and then I'm gonna add one there and there. Shift D, G, Z, G, Y. Where is that? G, Y. Shift D, G, Y, I guess. There, that's not half bad actually. I'm thinking we should add more down there. Because trees are gonna be a good distraction. GY. When I say distraction, I mean distraction from my NPCs. There, and then I'm gonna go with Shift D, GY. There. Okay, now let's go this Shift D, GY, GZ, Shift D, GY. They're so symmetrical. And then Shift D, GY, GZ, GY. There. Okay, I'm not gonna be adding a lot of trees. Well, they sure do look like a lot. Shift D, G, Z, Shift D, G, Y, Shift D, G, Y. Okay, and then let's go with Shift D, G, Z. And that's Shift D, G, Y. There. Okay, need to have a lot of greens around us. Oh, squad, that's a lot of trees. Hey, you know what? I kind of like that. Let's go with Shift D, G, Z, G, Y. Okay, what is this game? Actually, I am building like, the game is Calamity 2, basically the name of the game. It's like a PvE game, player versus enemy, where I'm adding a lot of trees and making my map for now. I'm going to be, of course, changing their sizes, adding different textures and all that basic stuff to it. I'm just setting their positions. Let's hit Control S. And now it's time we add a few big trees. This is going to hit a growth spurt. G, Z, X, I mean. That tree hits the growth spurt. And let's give, I don't know, maybe this tree a growth spurt. Oh, you know what? That's actually perfect. These two trees are going to be really, really good. I think one is good. Let's hit S and then GC, GX. There we go. Okay, and then I'm going to go with S, GX. Two big trees, the others are small trees. My NPC can move, and now let's make a few decent sized trees. I don't want them all to look the same size. That make it look like an NPC. God, this is I never knew this was so hard to control. Cool, let's go. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna go with GX. Then I'm gonna make one small tree. It's gonna be more like a plant now. S, touch decrease, GZ, I mean GX. There we go. And then this is gonna be S, G, X. Okay, and then I'm gonna go with S, G, X. There we go. And I'm gonna hit Control S. Make sure you guys always save your code. I keep falling for the same exact trick and I never save my code. Something happens, my program crashes. Although I'm kind of lucky today, my program didn't crash nearly as much. Maybe because I've been clicking Shift S the whole time. S, G, X. I need more small trees. G, X. There we go. There, I think that's good. We have like a few big trees, a few small trees. I might randomly pop this tree to be massive. Yo, would this be good? Nah, I don't think that's good. They would be like, what is this random chunk here? S. I want them to be reasonable size, not too big that it kind of engulfs my entire player in it. These roads are quite big. My player is going to be running in these roads, hiding behind the trees, grasses. There's going to be a lot of hella water here. We're gonna have a lot of water action. Let's go with S, G, X. And by water action, I meant I'm going to be adding an ocean there. Hopefully, if I had time, I might add swim logic. So my player would have a swim animation. Else, no. And this is going to be S to shrink. I'm going to truncate its size and then G, X. Get it lower. There we go, let's hit S. Okay, maybe like this is so planned out. These three trees right here is literally the exit route to the other island. Okay, I guess let's go here and then just fluctuate their sizes. And this is gonna be maybe a little bigger, just like that. GX. I want it to look random, but at the same time, I want it to look good. I don't want there to be so much commonness here. I'm gonna hit S. Who got these trees being this big? Give me a name. There we go. This is something that I call it a standard. I'm gonna make this like a little longer. I'm gonna go with SY. I mean SX. Let this tree. Whoa, I should have. Whoa, that looks so good actually. Hold up. SX. Yo, that way trees look so much better. SX. Stretching the trees out actually makes it look less than chunks. SX. Okay, and then let's go with SX. And then I'm gonna go with SX. Then let's go with SX. SX. There. Okay, actually trees when I do SX, they look kind of good to be honest. Now this looks more like a tree-ish map. What else? Let's take a look at my reference. I'm gonna go ahead and hide everything. Be in this mode. Nope, I can't see squat there. There. Okay, so now we need houses. We added trees. I've got to make houses. How do I make houses? Where do I even add my houses? God, tell you, my got way too many trees out here. The trees are too big. That does make sense. I might actually make them a bit smaller. You know what? Let's go. Let's make them smaller. S. And I'm gonna go with GX. Yeah, they're too big. Hey, wait. I just got a genius idea. Why not just make my land bigger rather than my trees? Hey, that may be good. What is this? I have so many grasses. I might make them all one. Okay. Yeah, they are too big. Let's go with GY. I'm gonna go there. Just gonna kind of position them because I gotta make sure that I have place for my houses as well. Let's go with GX. Z, I mean, there. And this is the other tree. I'm gonna go with GY. And then this looks good here. I'm gonna go with GZ. GZ. Then there are a lot of trees scattered here. I'm gonna just give them GY. And then GZ. And then I'm gonna go with GZ. GY. And then that looks good there. this puny tree, I'm gonna go with GY. And then this tree, I'm gonna go with GZ. That tree, I'm gonna go with GZ. Wait, did I not go with GZ? And that tree, I'm gonna go with GZ. Yeah, the trees actually do look very big. I'm gonna go with GZ. GY. Then this is gonna be GZ. GZ. Oh, I keep messing with this. I keep on messing with this. I mean, too many plants. GY. Okay, there's nothing known as too many plants for the record, but still. Gonna have a house there, cute little house. And let's go with GZ. Pretty sure there's much better ways to do what I just did, but yeah. Okay, there, are the trees good now? Let's go with GZ. I think they've been scattered evenly. All right, I think they're scattered. They've been scattered evenly now. They still look big. I'm trying to see what you guys mean by they're big. I think I need to have more trees, but I need the trees to be smaller because even if I count it, there are like less than 100 trees here. Hold on, guys. I'm kind of processing. Could potentially go with A. I could shrink all the trees to size and kind of arrange them. Then I'm just gonna go with shift. Shift. Actually, let's go with control. No, I didn't need you guys. Then I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. Just need my leaves. Okay, let's hit S. Do shrink them. Nope. Are there more down? Oh god, there are more. Okay, and then I'm gonna hit S. How are there more? There, which one was that? S. Hey, is that good? I think that's good, right? Oh, there are gonna be a lot of trees. This is gonna be a tree area. Everything's moving their meshes. I'm gonna go with selecting half of these trees, maybe. Gonna hide. Gonna hide. Gonna hide, and I'm gonna hide my road. Let's hide everything. I'm gonna go there, and let's scatter it. Just like that. I'm gonna get my this back. Let's see, and I want to get my road back. Gonna hit GY. Get the trees there. And then I'm gonna go with the GZ. I mean GX. Has everything gone down? No? Okay. There. Hey, that's not that bad, okay? I got manually out of these things. Whoa. Okay, this will make it a bit of a challenge to do so too. Can hit control. I don't need this road. Then I don't need my grass. I do need to go here and do Z axes. Then I'm gonna go with GZ. I mean X. Oh god. Control Z. GX. To make sure everything has gone down in GX. There. Alright, alright, alright. Everything's gone here. And then I got a nice little GY. This is gonna be GC. That is gonna be GC. Hey, that looks so much better. Small little maps. Shift D G Y. And then I want to select that. Whoa, 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 whoa. That. Shift D. G Y. G Z. Small trees. I can just tell how many meshes these are. Wanna see? Oh, they look kind of cute though. By cute, I meant meshes kind of cute, but will I join them all to be one singular mesh? That would be a bad idea. I'll have to load every single individual mesh into Unreal Engine. That's fine. I'll do that. I'll do that. Leave that to me, guys. Got it. Okay, I'm gonna go with another Shift D, but this time let's go for the second batch. 1, and then I'm gonna go 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shift D, G, Z, G, Y. Small little trees. G, Z. Get my trees there. Oh wow, I forgot all about this place. Shift D, G, Z, Y. I'm gonna go with these tiny trees. Let's get a few tiny plants. That. Shift D. Then I'm gonna go with G, Y. And then let's go with Shift D, G, Z, Y. And Shift D, G, Y. Then I'm gonna go with that. Shift D, G. Whoops. Shift D, G, Z. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna go with GZ up here and then GY there. Because my houses are gonna be there. It's gonna be scattered around. You guys gonna just stop it. Shift D, GZ, GY. Okay. This is starting to pan out now. Shift D, GY. Shift D, GY. Then let's go with that, Shift D, GY. GZ, GY, GZ. Okay, we're missing a few up there, right? I'm gonna go with these, that. Shift D, GZ, GY, GZ in there. Okay, let's go with this. That, these. Shift D, GY, GZ, GY, and there. Okay, I'd say these are pretty good. Even though they do take like quite a bit of vertices out here. Okay, let's go with Shift D, GY, R, GZ. Oh wait, this is the first time I've used R. Okay, well, not like literally the first time I've used R in general, but I mean the first time I've used R to like rotate their positions, which was an awful idea. Don't try that again. I mean, won't try that again. Okay, let's go with GY. Just need to get them off the road. How did that one thing manage to still be bored? Oh wait, Control S, there we go. Okay, well, I mean, I think that's good. I'm just gonna go ahead and copy these. How many meshes are there? It's gonna be like a lot of meshes. Then I'm gonna go with Shift D, G, Y. And I'm gonna get at the side. Okay, here, that looks good. Then I'm gonna select some of these. GC, I'm gonna get that here. Okay, and then now that I'm here, I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go with GZ, GY, GC. Any other empty space, that space, so GY. I'm gonna zoom in. GC, GY. A lot of trees all across the map. Perfect. Let's hit Control S. Okay, and now that we got trees, what's the next thing that I want to work on? There we go. Hi up guys, let me just check if my mic is working. Okay, it is. And let me know when my video needs some extra gain. Whew, okay, I'm exhausted. What else do I need now? Maybe I'm going to create a new collection. This is going to be grass meshes. Then I'm going to select that. I'm going to scroll all the way up here. Wow, we have a lot of grass meshes. Shift, select all of that. Wow, that's all the grasses. I'm going to drag it and get it in here. There we go. So those were all my grass meshes. Then this is my map base. Okay, that is my grass tree. I highly doubt it's going to make a big difference if I delete this. It's an odd one out. Go done, this done, that done. For my base, I might want to do something. I'm gonna click 3, go here and there. Wait, do I have a mirror modifier? I don't. Okay, well, I'm gonna go with the GZ and make it a bit smaller. That should be good. Because this is gonna be a big base. There. Done with grass, done with this. I mean, done with trees. Wait, did I just go with grass? This is gonna be tree. Tree meshes. Gonna hit Control S. Let's say this is map meshes. Okay, these are my literal map meshes, like my grass texture, my road, my base. These are my tree meshes, which starts from tree 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It goes all the way down till 97. I could have rounded it up to like a nice 100, but it's fine. I'm gonna go with A and let's hit tab. A, select everything. Tab, edit. One, where is he select? Oh, these are a lot of where is these. I mean, they're not really as many as I thought they would be. That's a good thing. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we got like, they're honestly not that much. I could have added like 3 times more and it would have been good. Okay, and then I do see some glitter up there. This is my base. My base could honestly go with something like GZ down, down, down. Would it make a big difference if I did that? Wait, I was gonna go down, not up. Okay, let's select my base again. I'm gonna go with the GZ up, 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 down, down. There. Okay, now if I hit A, tab, do I see any kind of fluctuations? Nope, that is perfect. Oh wow, because there is like a whole add distance here. want the top of my color to be different from the bottom. How do I do that? You know something? I'm gonna go here, fine. Let's go there. I'm gonna go ahead and add a new color. Only for the top part. Edit mode, I'm gonna go to 3, I'm gonna select that section, that section. I'm gonna add a new one. This is gonna be for my grass color. Did that really add it? Is it just me or did it actually do it? No? No? Okay. Well, I guess I didn't need this either. No, I did need that. What did I just delete? I didn't need this. Okay, let's go with something like texture select. There. Only the selected part is the texture that I want to change. Therefore, I'm gonna go there. Let's go to something like image texture. I want to open. I want to go to my Blender items. In my Blender items, I'm going to go to reference images. Let's go with grass texture. Does it really add my grass textures? Is the question. Not really. I don't see my grass texture in like UV painting. You know what? Windows, select those. Then G. I want to add my texture here. You know, let's go and see. Okay, honestly, it's fine. I don't think there's much point fussing about this. Okay, I'm gonna go to layout. Just gonna select my base. I'll just do either two different layers. Let's go with G, Z, up, and 2. If I were to go to tab, A, tab, tab. Okay, I do see some kind of difference as well. What if tab? I want to go with my base. I want to go with my grass texture. I want to go with control J. My grass base. Why are there two different ones? I want them to all move together. Let's go with A. Control J, hello, everything needs to be joined. Presuming they're all joint. Tab. Okay, I mean they are pretty much joint unless you go microscopically and look at them. They look pretty joint to me. At least the road is different. There we go, that's a win. Okay. Now, what is the next part that I'm done with this? Oh god, what's wrong with my mesh? With my camera, webcam? I gotta be actively keeping an eye on this. That's pretty good. And now watch when the sun goes, what happens. Okay, I'm gonna hit Control S to save the code. What is something else that I need now? I'm done with my tree. This is my road. That is my base. Anything else? Now I gotta make houses. Here's the thing. I might make houses next stream. This stream I'm pretty exhausted. Although before that I want to try to export it as a QLB file. I'm gonna export it in documents, exit it. I want to save. I'm gonna see if it exported real quick. While it's exporting, I'm gonna go ahead and open my local disk, Unreal Engine projects, Unreal Engine. I want to go to my main project. Let's open my Unreal Engine. Okay, you guys might be thinking, why? I want to see how it looks like. That is my blend.map. That is QLB. Delete that. This is my HANA final QLB. Don't I got my rigs? I could walk. I don't think that. Wait, this is without walk, right? Without walk, nah. Rigs, HANA walk FBX. This is something that I was going to delete, right? And a final copy. I can just experiment all I want with those later on. For the time being, I want to check my map out. Let's test it. Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, that is what my HANA mesh does look like. I'm gonna go here. Let's go to maps. I'm gonna open this map. If I were to run the code, of course I can go ahead and walk. But I don't like my map. It's time that I change my map then. Delete. Gonna go to content browser. I'm gonna go to maps. QLB files. Gonna add that. This is gonna be called my Calamity 2 map. I'm gonna go here. I have my static meshes. I have my textures. I have my materials. Oh, good God! I got so many static meshes. I guess. Hey, wait, go with Control Z. What am I doing? A. Wait, by A I meant select all. No? Doesn't work like that. Select that, go all the way up. I'm gonna hit Shift, select that. There. Okay, I was like, did that crush my Unreal Engine? Because I did not really decimate anything. Just want to see how it looks. Wow. I want to go here. Wait, that is my base. Can't I create a new folder? Okay, right click. Can I create a new folder? I want to create a new folder. Oh, there. This is going to be grass. No, not here. I want to create a new folder here. Want to create it here. There we go. I want to create a new maps folder. Now, inside my maps folder, I want to go inside it. No. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and drag everything inside my map. Are they in? No. Okay, well, let's go there. Everything has been selected. I'm going to drag it all in my map. Okay, and is it possible to get my map all the way in the bottom? No? That's alright. Okay, I got all my individual meshes. That is map road. Okay, in my map, I'm going to create another mesh. Yeah, guys, let me just open my chats up. Okay, let's go all the way up here. Do you live in the US? Maybe, maybe not. Okay, let's go ahead and add one here. Okay, this is gonna be my trees. And then I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna go all the way down here until I don't find 97, and let's click Shift. Please tell me select everything. Oh, thank God, it selects everything. All my trees selected, guys. Organizing is something crucial here. I'm gonna go everything inside my trees. Close trees. Now my map god consists of a road and a base. I'm gonna select that, select that, select that, which in turn select. Oh God, I gotta select everything. Well, okay, I guess I'm gonna go with Shift. Wait, I meant Shift, not A. Fine, let's go there. That is map road. I'm gonna go all the way up here. Make sure I have Shift selected this time, and I'm gonna go there. Everything. Now let's rotate. It's 90 degrees. There we go. Okay, and yeah, I do have half a map right now because other half most likely did not load, or is this my entire map? Oh, it is my entire map. Wow. Well, that's a shock. Guess we're gonna go with S. Nope, forgot you can't scale with S. You've got to scale. Oh, it should. Window Shift C, Window Shift C, Window Shift C. Guys, the lag doesn't make this easier on me. Hold on, we're gonna get there. E, 90 degrees, 70, 80, 90. S, I did not mean S, I meant R. We're making it look big. No, I don't want it to look kind of scuffed. Instead, we could add two maps, but that's fine for now. I'm just gonna go ahead and get my player character now. I got what I need to do. I gotta extend it a tad bit. Let's find my player character. I'm gonna get my player character here. In the map. Let's get everything else in the map as well. Okay, what are those? You know, it's fine. Let's just grab everything in my map. On my map. This is my Hannah for Anem. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and get everything else as well. What is that? My player start. I can get that here. And then I don't even know what this is. It's my trigger zone. Let's go. Let's get it here. Okay, now I'm gonna run the game. I'm gonna first lead Control S. 105 on save changes. Can you guys believe that? Moment of truth. Actually, it's not even the moment of truth. I'm just gonna run. Okay, at least they got collision on them. Okay, only thing that I gotta do right now is go to my player character. Go with R. It's gonna decrease the size. How do you decrease your capsule's size? Because if not, I might be in a bit of the trouble. But for now, I don't really need to decrease my capsule's size. There. Bam. Whoa, I'm fast. That is what I call fast. Oh wait, you know what? This is pretty good. What am I talking about? I'm crossing this road so quickly, and NPCs can come. I can attack the NPCs. All I gotta do is fix my freaking camera here. Let's go up. Which is my player character again? Wait, is that? Can I decrease my size a bit more? Hello? Okay, I've heard that this helps decrease size. No. Wait, I want to decrease my freaking size. Can I open myself in blueprints? Wait, my bad. Oh, everything is at 0. Am I really increasing my position? There. And now I'm gonna go ahead and select my camera. There we go. Okay, now once I see my camera, I'm gonna go with E. I'm gonna go ahead here. Nope. Gonna select my camera. I wanna rotate this maybe. Don't want it to look real dynamic. Just want it to look like I'm doing something. Control S. Control Shift S. Hey, am I big all of a sudden? I'm as big as this tree. What? Small plants I understand. Big plants I don't know much about them. Let's get close to my player character. Okay, I'm gonna hit R. Let me decrease my size. Such a shame I couldn't go any smaller. I look like a I look like a squeezed plate. I do exist. I'm just tiny. Wee. Therefore, I can run fast. So that's my bigger version. Guys, this looks colossal. Just enough playing around. I'm gonna fix on a good enough size. I'm gonna go with something like 0.5. 0.5, 0.5, and 0.5. So Control S, and then I want to run. Yeah, look, 0.5 isn't half bad. I'm not as big as my original character here, but just trying to. I forgot I can't use third person if I'm using first person. The trees should have been bigger. Hmm. Yeah, I was like, can I magically get the trees? Can I magically make the trees bigger? But nah. I can do that in Blender though. I will most likely do that in Blender. Just make everything even bigger. Hey, why am I thinking about Blender? I could do that here if I wanted to, right? Go to my entire map. Fine, I guess I gotta manually select everything, and then let's scroll all the way down till I don't see shift. Then I'm gonna go with shift, select everything, and then I'm gonna go with R. Let's make myself bigger. Bigger means trees are gonna be bigger as well. I can run the code. Hey, okay, you know what? This is something that I'd call, but I feel like a freaking minion now. This tree is almost as big as me. Hey, I could actually hide here, okay? Everything is so big. Okay, you know what? This looks like a pretty decent size. I wouldn't mind being of that size. But I think this is my road. My road should have been a bit more lower. Speaking of lower, oh my gosh, guys, no one ever tells me when my webcam is a bit messed up. I gotta always fix it. Let's increase my gain. Okay, well, I mean, I don't know if it looks good. May or may not. Okay, I'm gonna get back to my character. This is actually a pretty good size, I'm not even gonna lie. Therefore, I'm gonna go ahead and just maybe call that a day. Just put my map, my character. Might increase my size a tad bit. No, I meant increase, not decrease. Wait, can I decrease? Oh wow, I didn't know I could decrease my size. Even smaller than I already am. Oh, that looks like a massive tree. This tree is somewhat my size. Still pretty massive. That's a big tree. God, if NPC spawn here, I'm so dead. Gen is basically a plane above a plane. And how could I forget one thing? You guys might think, what am I talking about? Basically, collision complexity. Where I'm gonna go with shift, and then I'm gonna go ahead and search for collision complexity. Right click, UV editor, collision complexity. Okay, you know what? I might just go with collision complexity just for my avalanche. Nah. Right click, collision. No. Well, I guess it's fine. I could just do that for my trees, maybe. I mean, I don't really think I need collision complexity here. I'd say less effort is more effort here. Okay, that is good. These are massive roads. I actually look uni when compared to these trees. Gonna add some legitimate grass here, and this is gonna be like a pretty massive map. Am I really tiny? Do I really want to be that tiny? Okay, well, I mean, I think for the time being, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and move on to my main camera. Of course, of course, of course. My camera is always messed up. Let's go to webcam, right click, properties, configure video. Let's decrease my gain. Watch it decrease a bit more. I feel the sun getting lower. Alright guys, so basically that was pretty much it for the stream. If you guys enjoyed the stream, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Let me just fix my video again. I should get away from my blinders. Like, it's way too bright. There we go. Okay, alright guys, so basically that was pretty much it for the stream. If you guys enjoyed the stream, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Of course, it gets dark. Guys, what way is it that how can I end my stream in a good note? There we go. Watch it increase again, mark my words. Okay, if you guys enjoy my stream, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, like, helps my algorithm, sharing makes you smile, subscribe to the channel top. That said, I will turn more to stream on Twitch and Geeky, and once I get a better graphics card, I'm going to be trying to stream on Instagram and TikTok once I meet the followers requirement. Whatever I tell you guys, I'm just going to ignore it. That said, you guys can get access to my Instagram by tapping exclamation socials on chat, and also join my Discord server. That's where we talk to you guys, chat with you guys, have general conversation with you guys. I was pretty what should we call it, satisfied by my progress. There we go, finally looks better. I was pretty satisfied with my progress today, but tomorrow I'm hopefully going to be rooting to completing the map. I thought that I might add some sort of should I say? Let's think. Oh, no wonder my map was looking half because I wanted to add a bridge. There we go, a bridge. And my map may look a little bit empty because I need to still work on adding, let's say, different kind of sculptures to it, houses to it, and all that stuff. But once I do that, it's gonna look pretty good. So I'm gonna try to be done with my map in the next two more streams, and then I'm going to be working on my male anatomy. I'm gonna try to be done with that as well. Hopefully by the next five streams, and then I'm going to be having about let's say 20 streams. I want to keep 20 days in hand. In those 20 days, I'm going to be drawing some UIs. I'm going to be doing some voice effects, and I might add some VFX as well, like hitting VFX and all those things. That said, if you guys do want to stay tuned for that, I'll catch you guys next live stream or video. Peace. And guys, it's too sunny. I don't know how to. I can't really configure my video every single time. That's all us on the stream.